Trump, 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 Trump. Everywhere I go, they love Donald, Donald Trump. Trump, 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 Trump. Everywhere I go, they love Donald, Donald Trump. Down in Mexico, they love Donald, Donald Trump. Flew to Italy, they love Donald, Donald Trump. In the Middle East, they love Donald, Donald Trump. Met some Africans, they love Donald, Donald Trump. Even in China, they love Donald, Donald Trump. Man, these Indians, they love Donald, Donald Trump. Trump, 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 Trump. Everywhere I go, they love Donald, Donald Trump. Trump, 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 Trump. Everywhere I go, they love Donald, Donald Trump. Trump, 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 Trump. Everywhere I go, they love Donald, Donald Trump. Down in Mexico, they love Donald, Donald Trump. Flew to Italy, they love Donald, Donald Trump. In the Middle East, they love Donald, Donald Trump. Met some Africans, they love Donald, Donald Trump. Even in China, they love Donald, Donald Trump. Man, these Indians, they love Donald, Donald Trump.
Donald, Donald Trump. Donald, Donald Trump. I can't get over what a banger that song is from the CEO of Sticker Mule.
Yeah, that's wild. That's absolutely
I want to be
wild.
clear. I love it because it feels like it feels like a song by Kyle Gordon, who just has that new Paul Simon Mr. Jumbo song. You know what I'm talking about?
You know exactly what you're talking about. He's the new Weird Al. I'm going to call it. He's the Gen Z Weird Al. All right. He's the Weird Al of the next generation. Yeah.
He called him the millennial Weird Al.
Oh, is he millennial? I thought he was Gen Z. I mean, he does really ruthlessly mock millennial music. Like that song he's got, that's all about like how your parents will never die. I was like, I remember that period in history where every song that came out was white people being like, "We're gonna live forever." And we always have the same kind of like guitar chords. I was all so happy, and I was like, it's just wild. But like, he did a good job parodying it. So good on you, Kyle.
Yeah. That song is everywhere, the Mr. Jumbo one, and it's making people look back at the Kyle Gordon catalog of music.
I saw that. Yeah, that's impressive when you've got.
I was big into the other. I hold him and Nick Lutzko, the Spirit Halloween trilogy song guy, in the same awesome. Like universe. They're both like the modern day parody guys, song parody guys.
Both very good. Nick Lutzko just did the new InfoWars theme. So
he did, right, for The Onion, right.
Yeah,
right.
He just composed a new Onion InfoWars theme. It's very good. It talks about the InfoWars elf.
Glad to see that the two Weird Owls of our generation are
thriving.
Yeah, thriving.
Yeah. How are you doing? How was last week? What did I miss?
Oh, what was last? I don't remember. I don't remember anything anymore.
That makes life easier.
I think we were talking about. All right, Mitch McConnell was a big topic. I don't
He's
remember.
dead now, right?
No, Mitch McConnell is not yet. We don't know. It's Lindsey Graham that's dead now.
No, Lindsey Graham's alive. It's Mitch McConnell that died. You got him backwards.
You're fucking with me.
Or they're both dead. Or they're both alive. Yeah. It doesn't matter anymore. We don't.
Who knows? I mean,
who knows? What is the point of truth anymore? None of this matters.
Who knows? I don't even. I mean, it does matter, obviously, because Mitch McConnell is.
Yeah, laws. You know.
Yeah. That was weird when everyone literally, it was just a few days of everyone being like, Mitch McConnell, is he dead? And then everyone wakes up like a day later and to the news that Lindsey Graham actually is the one who died, like out of left field. One.
That was a big surprise. I was also kind of surprised to find out that the whole he was super gay thing was true. I thought that was going into the realm of like there's a lot of people now who are basically just accusing everyone of being gay, like some kind of just like, it feels like high school sometimes, right?
Are you being serious that you weren't sure if Lindsey Graham was that? I mean, I don't think it's
I didn't think
confirmed
they're
still. I think people are quoting just people saying things. I don't know if anyone's actually come out and confirmed.
Sex workers have come out to say that.
Have they?
Yes.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I am sure. Yeah, there's a sex worker who came forward to say that they have had sexual relationships with Lindsey Graham in the capacity. I believe it's a trans individual, but they weren't trans at the time. Well, they were always trans, sorry, but they weren't identified.
Are you sure they're being? Are you sure these people are being serious? Are they being a little bit, you know, trying to be funny? And I mean, it is funny, but so they're succeeding.
You can choose not to believe them, and you can say that their statements are untrue, but there is direct.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying are the statements like them being like serious, or are the statements them being like
they are being serious? They're not being done as memes. They're legitimately being like, I have had sexual contact with Lindsey Graham in this capacity. All right,
I didn't see that. Wow. All right. I mean, again, not a surprise but it is surprising to see people confirm it.
Yeah, that was what I thought.
Something I would have taken to my grave. Me and Lindsey Graham.
Well, yeah. Okay, but that was last week. What happened this week?
This week is a week where I gotta say it started with the World Cup final, and that's where my week ended.
You haven't done anything since? You haven't looked at the news, or?
I mean, I've been trying to. I mean, I'm in a recovery mode. I'm suffering from World Cup withdrawal.
Yep.
Like, you have to understand, like, it was weeks of 3 to 4 games a day.
Yeah.
And then like they sort of try to wean you off. They sort of try to wean you off by like, then like, you know, as the teams get eliminated, you get maybe like 1 or 2 games a day. And then you get the week or 2 where it's just 1 game a day. And then you get the week or 2 where it's actually, this is the first time in a month where you're gonna have days without any soccer. And then you get to the final and it's like, this is it.
There will be another one though.
In 4 years. No, but yeah. I pay attention to club soccer as well. So I'll have my soccer fill, but there's nothing like the World Cup and the national teams. People way more passionate about their country than they are. I know there are people who are definitely really passionate about their soccer clubs, but overall, though, there are way more people passionate about their national team. In my opinion,
are there people who like get killed over soccer clubs? Like, I think they're pretty passionate. I just got to say.
Oh, they are. They are.
Yeah. I mean, if you're getting stabbed, that's where I put you at. You care deeply about something. If you're willing to stab someone over it.
Yep. Yeah. So what's going on with you, Lance? What have you been up to this week?
I saw that the U.S. is getting overrun by Maoism, and so I've had to.
Oh, right, that was this week, right? Where we're legitimately talking about Hassan Piker's views on Mao, as part of like the discourse surrounding like democratic electoral politics. This is sad. We're in a sad state of affairs, and this is not me digging at Hassan for his opinion. This is me digging at just the idea that would be like the discourse. It's just sad.
It just feels like such a waste of time because you're sitting there and you're like, who's your enemy right now? Like, even if you don't like Hassan, as far as you could take that, it's a clothing choice. So that's like, you could be like, oh, that's cringe. I think he's gonna like, you know, be less appealing to more people because he's dressed that way, and that should be it. Not like this man is the Maoist. Like, I
mean, honestly, that's probably my biggest critique of Hassan, his fashion sense. I disagree with it immensely.
Right. But the same people could have said that about his suits. You could have had people in the opposite direction who are like, suits in that style are a direct representation of colonial structures, and this is something that like colonial British men would force upon blah blah blah, or whatever they wanted to say, right? And then you could be like, okay, so your issue is with the way he's dressing, but like, did you listen to the speech? Because I did. And his speech at that event was great. It was basically like, we shouldn't, at this point in history, be entertaining Democrats who want to side with fascists, who want to fund Israel, who want to fund the military-industrial complex, who want to poison the earth. And I was like, great. I'm on complete board with that message. I think the message is awesome. If you have an issue with the way he's dressed, go to town, criticize that. But like, I don't know. I
also,
think it's
like, honestly, like in terms of aesthetics, I thought he was looking quite good in that specific outfit. It's his usual fashion sense. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Gen Z baggy clothes style, and he seems to usually wear that sort of style. So he was looking quite suave, in my opinion, and then nicely fitted. And really, it was just like a Chinese suit. It wasn't like specific to Mao. It was just a Chinese suit.
Yeah, no, there's a specific name for those suits, and that's all it was. It's just wild. But yeah, apparently now I see online everyone's debating like the crimes of Mao versus the crimes of Stalin versus the crimes of Hitler, and I'm just like, every minute that is being wasted on this is a minute that, like, another bomb is dropping somewhere. Like, the actual enemies of all of us is should be clear, and it. Maoists have no power in America. Neither does the left, broadly speaking. They're not your enemies, and unless you hear his message, and that message is frightening to you, like the message that the DSA is putting out, which is pretty clear, right? Like, they are anti-imperial, they are anti-military.
Hold on, I learned something new, by the way. According to Signari15 on Twitch, I'm not sure whose Twitch channel. The formal term for the suit is the Zongshan suit. All right, cool. I didn't know that. Very interesting. I'm going to look it up.
I think it's Xinjiang in the other way.
Xinjiang. I can't. I mean, I don't know. Xinjiang, you said? Say it again?
Xinjiang, like spelled
Xinjiang suit. All right. Yeah, that's the suit. Yeah, that's it. I just looked it up. That's it. Yeah, it's legit. But it also does. I looked it up, and it is called that. But then, according to Wikipedia, it forwards you to the Wikipedia page for the Mao suit.
Oh, it went there right away. Thanks, AI. That's great. That's fantastic.
I mean, obviously, the name in China is the Zhongshan suit, and it became, I guess, the colloquial name for it or whatever. It was the Mao suit, and that just, I guess, is what Wikipedia puts it under because it's more known for that. Yeah.
But even then, it's like, if he was talking about something related to nationalizing and cultivating farming practices to prevent the mass redistribution of grain or something like that, then you could be like, oh, well, that harkens to the policies of Mao or something like that, right? But like, if he's just there talking about contemporary politics and that's how he's dressed, it's just so weird that's what we're spending time on. That now this is like, that's like, I don't know.
The entire this year's entire electoral primary discourse has been around literally Hassan and what he does on stream. Like, it's just ridiculous in terms of establishment Democrats weaponizing everything he does and says, because he's gotten very active in campaigning for certain left-wing candidates that they don't like.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just an easy target because he's got he's so big.
Yeah.
Physically and culturally.
And in impact. Yeah, no, it's true. I know going into the midterms, it's kind of wild to see that dynamic already playing itself out, where I'm like, so there really is going to be this never ending, trying to drag modern Democrats or even centrists kicking and screaming into what their actual voters want. Like, the majority, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what, the majority of polled Democrats do not want this milquetoast, reach across the aisle, partner with the Republicans, fund Israel endlessly, old politic dynamic that made up the party, right? Like, there's clearly a thirst, a hunger The people yearn for something better than this, and that's the story that doesn't get reported. Like everyone keeps saying that Hassan is, or even like other people that are not as big as him are changing the minds of youth or something. It's the voters that are deciding that they want these primary candidates instead of the classic ones. It's the voters that are helping them get into positions of power. It's the voters that elected Zoran Mamdani, right? Like it's still the will of the people.
Right. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. 1 second. I had to shut that off because it was interrupting my AirPods.
Oh.
Hold on, I got to reset my.
That'd be so weird if your phone call fed itself into the live stream.
Messing with my. Hold on, I gotta give me 1 second.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll entertain everyone. I've got a soliloquy I've been preparing for this exact moment. All right, so I am now going to read directly from the Woke Odyssey. Certain passages have been requested, so let's look it up. Woke Odyssey. All right. The Odyssey, is it woke? Oh, there's a website. There's an actual website, wokeornot.org. What the fuck? So according to wokeornot.org, is the Odyssey woke? A 7 out of 10 strong ideological wokeness. It ranks a 7 on the wokeness score. Woke messaging is very prominent and often feels forced or shoehorned in. Characters and plot are primarily shaped to serve the ideology. Many viewers feel the agenda overshadows the entertainment. Wow. Yeah, and obviously it's Lupita Nyong'o and Elliot Page are basically the central figures of this. Oh, Zendaya as well. Zendaya as Athena and other diverse casting choices feel forced to meet contemporary representation standards. Yes, I am so distracted by Zendaya being in the movie for other reasons other than the fact that it's Zendaya. Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey is a high-budget adaptation of Homer's ancient Greek epic, primarily focused on the adventurous journey of Odysseus, as played by Matt Damon. However, the casting choices have significant criticism for prioritizing modern diversity over historical and mythological fidelity. Yeah. Bring me the Greeks. I demand Greek men. I need to see Greek chests. Olive oil rubbed on them. Lupita Nyong'o is cast as Helen of Troy, a character traditionally depicted as fair-skinned, of Greek beauty, introducing a prominent black actress into a role that feels shoehorned. Oh, sorry, I'm reading the woke or not rating of the Odyssey. It was a revelation.
Oh, I'm missing the good stuff. Oh man, I really wanted to. I was looking forward to it. I totally forgot that the Odyssey came out this week. Well, let's talk this. Go ahead. What is it? Woke?
Okay. Well, I full disclosure, I haven't seen it, so I can't.
I haven't seen it either.
Yeah, I've heard that the story's been around for a while though, so I don't know if spoiler warnings are necessary. Like you've had some time to learn what the story's about, where it goes, what happens to whom. You can even watch some other adaptations. According to wokeornot.org, it has achieved a 7 out of 10 on the woke score-o-meter. Strongly ideological. Woke messaging.
Oh no! What's yes. Christopher Nolan going to do with his ruined career now? That
I know. Rare miss and an otherwise completely uneven track record. Very hit or miss director. Definitely struggled for years. This is definitely going to hurt him.
It's just such a sad existence these people have. Like this is important to them. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
But the movie is killing it at the box office. The reviews from people who've actually seen it and aren't messed in the head by the woke mind virus, but I mean it the opposite way, where their mind is infected by caring whether something is woke or not. People who actually seen the movie and aren't disturbed individuals saying it's very good.
Yeah, and even disturbed individuals have enjoyed it, like Ben Shapiro. He had to bend
That's
the knee.
True. That's true. Even Ben Shapiro, but his Daily Wire colleague Matt Walsh is having a complete meltdown over it too. Apparently, he's not a fan of Christopher Nolan's unique vision for the Odyssey, which includes non-linear storytelling, according to this guy who's definitely actually read the original work, the Odyssey. Definitely nothing non-linear in that.
Known for its non-linear storytelling.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
These see, but this is the crux of it. Like these guys wonder why they can't. And I'm not even just talking about the Ben Shapiro. I actually think Ben Shapiro is when it comes to this stuff, he is one of the smarter conservatives in that he knows. He just doesn't have the talent to do it, but he knows. Like he has if not a correct analysis, because I don't agree with him on a few things, but at least it's an analysis based in understanding storytelling and things like that. I'm more so talking about like the vast majority of his audience and everyone else who discusses this stuff. A lot of like conservative right wing like pop culture people, they wonder why they can't sort of grasp the moment. They can't right wing ethos or ideology can't take over the culture or anything. Movies, TV shows, music, whatever. Why they're so culturally irrelevant. And this is the perfect example. Christopher Nolan has created his telling of the Odyssey, his creative vision. He didn't set out to create a one-for-one version of Homer's The Odyssey. This is so clearly his vision of it, and they can't understand that. They don't like it's not even like subtle. It's so obvious based on just like the visual things, the visual choices that Christopher Nolan made. They can't grasp that. So like if to you everything's got to be one-to-one, like it's another perfect example is how they so often talk about it. Oh, why'd they cast that actor? He doesn't look like the character it's based on. That's not what any director, any filmmaker sets out to do. The matching how someone looks is so low on the scale of what's important when casting an actor for a role on a established IP, or story or folklore or whatever, that they completely glom onto it and can't get over it. And this is what we're seeing with this. They have no sense of a creative vision of something because they don't have any creativity. They have no talent for that. So to them, if they were to create a movie called The Odyssey, they would just do exactly what's in the book.
Are you going to watch the AI version?
I saw the AI version that Elon Musk shared.
Yeah.
The first thing I noticed was like, I've seen all these movies before. I can pretty much like tell exactly what 60s, 70s, and 80s movies that it's stealing from. Like the scenes look so familiar. There were a few scenes where I was like, am I watching Charlton Heston in Planet of the Apes? Like this is like that's what the guy looks like.
Mm-hmm. Or what are all those old good Muppet creator fantasy films? Like there's a series of them that I was like, oh, that's also stealing directly from that. I can't even remember.
I know what you're talking about.
Jim Henson makes them the crystal something.
The Dark Crystal.
The Dark Crystal. I was like, that's right from the Dark Crystal. Like this, that's the lighting, the smoke, and then I saw Never-Ending Story as well. Like that's stolen right from the Never-Ending Story. You can just tell where they're getting all their information from. Someone posted a video. I don't know if you remember the old movie Toys, really old Robin Williams film, the awesome soundtrack, yes. But totally fine if you don't remember it, but it was like a Zoomer posting a video. But it's like someone says that this is an actual real movie made by real humans that came out like 30 years ago. Is that true? This looks identical to Dreamcore and all the Dreamcore AI I see. I was like, because that's who they stole it from. though. It comes from all these old films. It comes from these 80s and 90s movies that all these engines are training themselves on to reproduce these aesthetics with your little prompt in there. Like, yeah, but make, the characters be Danny DeVito instead. And then the AI pumps that out. And then boom, 1,000 tokens are gone.
Right.
That's
although that does sound, I wouldn't create an AI version of that, but I definitely, if I had money, if I was Elon Musk right now, I would definitely be like, I need to create a movie with that aesthetic with Danny DeVito as the lead actor.
Danny DeVito has to play every character. We have the technology. We don't need to skimp on Danny DeVito's. But yeah, he said he's going to make a full AI film of the Odyssey now with Grok.
See, this is the thing though. Like this is exactly what I'm saying in terms of creativity. Elon Musk has all the money in the world to create the summer blockbuster of summer blockbusters. Like he could
make a release every week.
he could create the Odyssey, Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey times 100. Like whatever the budget for that Chris Nolan had, he can times it by how many 10s, 20s, 30s, 100 times that. And he could, and I'm not saying he's going to make the movie. He could hire the best actors, hire the best director, hire the best producers, the best editor, the best cinematographer, everything. He could have an all-star crew and an all-star cast to create his version of the Odyssey he wants to see. And instead he's going to make an AI version. Like, it just shows that these guys have no, first of all, they have no creativity. They got no skin in the game. They don't want to get involved because they know they don't have the talent for it. They even if they hired people, I'm guessing he wouldn't be happy with it because it wouldn't look like crap. And that's what, when you have no taste, you don't like things that are good. If when you have no taste, you like dog shit. I mean, that's the problem. Like they look at the AI movies and they go, "This is cinema. This is a masterpiece." And the rest of the world looks at it and goes, This is not very good. This is
slop. Everyone sees it as slop. You just instantly, I'm like, oh, that's slop. This is slopcore. More slop. I did like the thing I don't get though is that we're at a point now where you should be starting to see these projects though. We're years into having access to full 100% 4K high quality AI generated video, and studios having access to it as well. And major directors, I think recently, what's his face, Neil Blomkamp, I think is the one who just made like a 11-minute AI short. Like there's real directors with real access to real equipment who could have made the AI movie by now. I was like, is the only reason we don't have it is because it's just trash, expensive garbage. Like, because like you'll notice you'll never see an AI film beyond around 15 minutes because it like the shots don't match, the characters don't look the same in different angles, the everything is replicated over and over from a slot machine with a series of prompts, right? Like the woman with blonde hair, blue glasses, blah blah blah, big breasts walks into the bar. The woman with blonde hair, blue glasses, big breasts walks into the club. Like she's gonna look like a totally different woman in those two shots, right? And like,
I mean, some of the models have gotten better at consistency. To me, but to me, the core thing is and this is something that they won't be able to fix because they can't. Is that because you need to? Everything AI does is based on an existing data set, and the fact of the matter is that great movies are unique. I mean, it's just that simple. Like even they say like every story's been done before. Sure, you can say that, and maybe a unique story just takes an existing thing and finds a new twist on it or something. But at the end of the day, it's a unique, it's a unique performance by the actor, and you could tell. I mean, great movies, it's usually because the acting, right? Like you could have a great story, but if the acting is shit, you can't really look.
It's a collaborative effort. I think that one's way too complex to get into about what makes a good film. But I think AI. I'm just saying from a tech perspective, we should see attempts by now at someone trying to be like, it's over, Hollywood. Here's the AI. Because I've only seen what look like trailers. Same with video games, right? Like I've seen so many video game proof of concepts AI videos that are like 30 seconds. And then you never see the games though, because like that would require making the game. Like that would take a lot of time, right? Like even if you were using AI to code, like you'd need to start organizing a story, a plot, levels, bosses, mechanics, power-ups. You know, like all people just don't realize how much work goes into making a movie, how much work goes into even writing a book or writing a song or something like that. They just think, well, now I can just blap and then slot machine and then it spits it out. But like,
right.
Like you're saying, to your point, right. I guess it's not art. It's just
no. I see. No, for me personally though, it's all about the performance, and obviously the director plays a role in that, and the cinematographer plays a role in that, and the editor plays a role in that. But at the end of the day, if the performance isn't there, best editor and best visual effects guy and best whatever, there's nothing they can do to fix that. The performance is core to making it work. For me,
this what makes the room work. Like the room wouldn't work.
Like an example of what I'm trying to say is like if you're an indie filmmaker and you're trying to like decide where to spend the money on like production value, in my opinion, you can use, you know, a not such a great camera and make the visual work for that story. Whereas, in my opinion, you can't do the same with the sound quality. Like if you were to make an indie film and you had to choose where to spend your budget, to me, it's better to spend the money on like the mics to get good sound than to spend on like a camera for like perfect HD or F4K quality or whatever film or whatever. Because bad audio is bad audio, but you can, and for me, like that's the same thing with acting. Like you could fix things and post for certain things, but if the performance isn't there, what are you gonna do with that? There's nothing you could. Bad actor.
I'm still curious as to why you haven't even seen an attempt though. Not something you can make fun of, but like someone just being like, here's the first fully generated AI video game. Look how cool it is. Like it's always just a demo or a video, like a quick little 2-second. Or even a movie. I thought by now you'd see someone being like, because I heard that there was supposed to be an AI Netflix alternative that was going to randomly generate concepts and shows, and people were like, "Oh, you're going to have automated TV shows and cartoons. You just type in topics you want them to be about. You can just type in the Bible, parody, Jesus, blah blah blah. And it pumps out a show for you." And I was like, "That's never going to either happen or be good. If you do get it, it'll be trash." And like, you just can't scale this thing up to making it possible to produce anything beyond a couple seconds. It's too expensive.
Right. Yeah. But we'll see what he pumps out. I do like the idea though, and I said this on Twitter. I do like the idea that the one of if not the main gripe that Elon Musk and the right-wing critics of Christopher Nolan's the Odyssey movie is that he didn't cast Greek actors, and he cast, there's a transgender actor in the movie. There's black actors.
Yeah, but Elliot Page isn't even in it. He's like in, I think, maybe 3 minutes of the film. And Lupita Nyong'o is Helen of Troy, and that's the other one that they're furious about, right?
Right, but I'm just saying, like, apparently there's Asian actors, and they're really bothered there weren't. The point is, they're really bothered there weren't Greek actors cast in this. Now, we could, besides the point that, I mean, when you're casting for a movie, again, you go with the best actor for the role. Like, unless it's a character where race plays a role, you just simply go for who's going to give you the performance you want for that role. But Elon Musk's AI version that's going to solve the woke issues, being that it's an AI movie, he's also not casting any Greek actors. I mean, not only that, he's not casting any real human actors at all. I mean, the whole idea that this was Homer's vision written in this way, and that if this character isn't blonde and blue-eyed as Homer envisioned it, well, did Homer envision? First of all, Homer didn't even fucking envision movies. Okay, you think if you showed Homer a camera, he would be like, "Oh, exactly what I want." And then, second of all, Homer didn't envision AI actors at all. He didn't envision AI technology.
Computers.
Like the idea that
light.
Yeah, it's just
or the germ theory of disease.
It's ridiculous. It's not a historical movie. It's it's a fictional tale. I mean, just give me a break. They're
with
ridiculous.
cyclopses and sirens and all kinds of stuff.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So you're gonna go see it? Are you excited?
I do want to see it, but I do feel like this is a movie that you got to see on like that like huge IMAX.
70 millimeters.
Otherwise you're just wasting your money. You got to go see it. You got to go big or go home. You got to go big or go home.
Back in my day, we went to go see the movies. Now you need that 30% extra screen.
Listen, let me tell you, man. You got a kid coming, right? Right.
I do. I absolutely do.
We would go to the movies all the time. It was like, oh, this movie's coming out. This horror movie we want to see. Oh, every horror movie we want to see. We're there opening day. We're catching all the Marvel movies, every single one. Opening weekend, the Star Wars. We're there. Dude, I cannot tell you the last time I've been to a movie. I still haven't seen the last Infinity Wars movie because it was it came out. What was it? The second one, the part 2.
Yeah, wasn't that like years ago?
We saw the part 1 because it came out before my daughter was born, but then part 2 came out right after.
I have no idea how it ends. Oh, that's kind of nice.
So we didn't get to go see it in the movies, and then we just never saw it at all. Still haven't seen it. We didn't see Rise of Skywalker, even though we saw all the other Star Wars movies. That one's horrible. I ended up finally seeing it last year or the year before because my son is now into Star Wars, so we watched it after watching episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had to get to it. But
the original ones are great.
So the reason I'm bringing this up is because if we go to the movies to see the Odyssey, it's gonna be to see it in a special format that it's made for.
You're saying it's a special case. You want your steak. You want champagne. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. I think that's all the news. I'm just joking. I was like,
for people who don't know, Mike and David Doel have told us that they are out this week, which is, it's the summer. It's David Doel. It's the summer for Mike, and it's David Doel's David Doel. Rebecca, I don't know if she's joining us. I'm not sure. And Ariana said she's joining us, but we started late. So we're about 30, 40 minutes into the show, and I have not heard from her. I think we're giving you your money's worth, which means it's free. What would you guys like to? Let's go to the audience for topics. This is a live stream. Let's. What do you guys want? What's in the news that you guys want to?
Even better, farm the audience for content.
Yeah,
I love
it. Tropical Ding Dong says switch it up and do a call-in show. I feel like if we did a call-in show, though, people would want to talk to more than just me. And like the draw of a call-in show would be a few extra Leftist Mafia hosts to talk with, right?
I'm open to all ideas.
You want to do a call-in show? I don't know. We could take a call or two.
If you're the one who handles setting it up.
I don't know if I want to do that. Let's. How would I even do that? Let me quickly look. How would I even do that? I don't remember how we did it last time.
We used to do Skype, but you can't do Skype anymore.
No. Last time we handed people the link to just get into StreamYard. Remember?
Have you guys been following the Nolan Wells story? I have not.
What's that?
What the Nolan Wells story is. I'm not sure. That was just a question. And then someone else is like, I like the low stress topics. Don't make it stressful. Yeah, I guess the stakes are pretty low talking about Christopher Nolan, the Odyssey, it is good content.
We could talk about Mamdani was looking into New York City mayor Zoran Mamdani was looking into arresting Benjamin Netanyahu for his war crimes. And, the usual Mamdani haters were criticizing him for it. He said he was looking into it, and he did. And he found out that after looking through all the laws and possibilities that under the law, they could, a city ordinance couldn't, legally let them do that. So he let that be known, and he said the federal government can do it, though, and he called on the federal government to do it, which, he knows they're not going to. But yeah, I mean, good for him. Good for him.
For making the
For
video,
just even for looking into it, for wanting to do it. I think that's notable.
I am on the other side of this. I want to
really
go harder. And before I say something I might regret, though, someone said that essentially what he's done is he's given everyone open reign to do whatever they want. That he announced the purge and said that like New Yorkers should take justice into their own hands.
Who said that? I don't remember. Where did he say that?
Wondering how long you're going to let me talk about this. I saw someone say that. They were like, so he's essentially announcing the purge, right? I was like, how does that work? And it's like, well, because he's just saying, you know, like you come to New York, fuck around and find out. I was like, I don't think he's saying that he's legalizing crime for a day, but I mean, that would be wild. I don't think that's it though. I don't think,
unfortunately, I don't think he.
I don't think that's what the message was. It did get a lot of likes online too. I don't know if you're not gonna arrest him because you can't legally, and maybe you can't legally. I have no idea. Not an American nor a lawyer. I would also just not give him anything. Like I would not give him the red carpet, NYPD protection, all that stuff. You treat him like any other civilian and just like.
Right, yeah. I would be surprised if he did that. I mean, I don't know. I didn't even consider that. I highly doubt he's gonna. Who knows? I don't know. That would be weird to say we're looking into arresting him and then we can't, and then providing him with yeah. I don't know what he's gonna do there. Yeah, that's a good point.
It's gotten a lot of people excited. It's definitely different. You wouldn't have seen that ever. You know, not the New York mayor coming forward to talk about the war crimes of the Prime Minister of Israel, and in actual detail too, not just like he's a war criminal and a bad guy, and I don't like him, and I wish I could arrest him, but I can't. So campaign promise broken. It was more like, all right, I'm gonna actually lead you through all the horrifying atrocities and things they've been doing, what they continue to do, and it got shared pretty wildly around the world. So
right, and I don't think he ever promised that he would 100% arrest him. I'm pretty sure he started from the beginning. He would look into following international law.
I want to look into, because I think he did mention something about a purge and then doing the purge. So if he didn't,
right?
If he's not being honest about that, then that is a campaign promise broken.
I agree. He should have allowed us to do the purge. I think he's lost my vote for re-election. I'll tell you that much.
You were a single issue voter. You were purge or nothing. I remember that.
Purge voter, right? If you don't give me the purge, you don't get my support. I'm sorry to say. We could go to super chats, and I'm sure people will have lots of things to say to us.
I actually have a lot
from there.
You could start.
All right, cool. So
you pull them up. I'm gonna grab water.
All right, yeah, I'll pull them up. Oh my god, my cat is like howling right now. I don't know why. All right, this is not for me, but it's for someone here. Let me. Where'd you go, Lance? Tropical Ding Dong with a $10 super chat. Jason Liang, only DSA endorsed candidate in Oahu. I hope I said that right. Oahu is running for city council of Honolulu, and we're very close, less than 1K to unlocking matching state funds. Any thoughts on how to win these smaller races? Oh boy, you got to knock on a lot of doors and meet with a lot of people, meet with a lot of organizations, meet with a lot of local businesses. Even you got to really know your community. I would say that's. I mean, my view as someone who's not, working at a campaign, political consulting firm or agency. That's what I would say. That's how you win. That's how you win any race, but it is essential for local races, because in local races, you could conceivably knock on every potential voter's door. You can, in like a Senate race, you can't make it through the whole state, But for like a city council race, I'm pretty sure you can knock on a lot of voters' doors, people who can and will vote in that specific election. ABS Anonymous Bastards of SO 9459 with a super chat. Did you hear that the House passed SAVE and the Israel? Hold on. Did you hear that the House passed SAVE and the Israel-U.S. military fusion bills? The latter was worked in as part of the budget reconciliation bill. Yes, I did see that. What was it? 5 or 6 Democrats voted for it too, right?
It can still get shut down in the Senate, is what I saw, though. So
yeah, I mean, just part of the course, right? I mean, it seems to be right in line with
endless
the times, doesn't it? Right? Everything sucks. Everything's shit. That's
endless, unspeakable horrors beyond human comprehension. Yes, once again, one of those headlines like, "Oh, I didn't know that was even in the cards. I didn't know y'all were doing that, fusing your military-industrial complex with the IDF." That's the stuff of nightmares. Yeah, and people are just kind of sitting back and watching it happen. But yep.
Tokyo Hans, thank you so much for the 5 gift memberships. Dizzle McFizzle, this is for me. As a former resident of South Carolina, it was an open secret. Lady Graham was a switch hitter, and he liked them young. Oh boy,
That is what I heard.
Tropical Ding Dong with a super chat. Wanted to promote DSA candidate Jason Liang here in Honolulu. They just did an interview with local news and primary on August 8th. Donate, volunteer, vote. Yeah, check them out. Check out Jason Liang in Honolulu. Also, I love that you're watching us from Hawaii. Tokyo Hans with a member for 36 months super chat. Can we have a stream where Matt reads us the Odyssey from start to finish? Once in English, then in the original Greek? Yes, I would love to. I would love to do that. We should do a stream where I just read the Odyssey in Greek specifically. In defense of the genre, 1022 with a super chat. I need Mike to speak to Kyle Kulinski about his doo-doo double down regarding Plattner. Uh-oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Do you know what he's talking about?
Well, I think more just like the Plattner drama from the jump, right? Like Kulinski was one of the people who, when the initial accusations of sexually inappropriate behavior, stalking, and the accusations were coming from women who were Republican, Kyle was amongst the people who not only discounted them outright, but was mocking anyone who took them seriously, and pretty grotesquely. So I think people were kind of like, that's fucked up. I mean, I wouldn't joke about that topic, but at the same time, I think when the report came out and it seemed quite thorough, and the biggest things were from someone who literally was defending Brett Kavanaugh, I think there was it would be smart to wonder if there was anything more there. That's all. But that's just my opinion. Is that what it is? I think any accusation like that, it should be taken. He said on a live stream, anyone who wants them to apologize can go fuck themselves. Yeah, I just don't get it. From
I didn't say that, but I said
no. Someone is just reaching out. That's what the chat's about, saying that apparently Kyle on the live stream said anyone who wants them to apologize can go fuck themselves.
I'm not for the. I'm not.
And I was just like, I don't get it. I don't see that as a sign of strength. It's ridiculous. You sound bratty if you do that kind of stuff, but. We all fuck up. I apologize all the time.
Yeah. I just don't think you apologize. You apologize when you did something wrong. I don't think anyone. I think in this context, you definitely should look at what led you there and what. But the whole I demand you apologize is just like that's not what this is. Again, just my thoughts. Let's go to the next super chat. Super Platino Man with a $10 super chat. Francis Ford Coppola fired his visual effects team on Dracula and hired his son Roman to create all visual effects in camera using 1900s era filmmaking techniques. Very unique look at that time.
Is that like the original Nepo baby? No, that is very cool. I'm just being silly.
Let's see what's next. Looney Tunes 9000 with a super chat. We get the Lance and Matt in the Hat show. Anyways, happy birthday to Mike in abstention, and rest in peace to Michael J. Brooks. 6 years gone. Rest in power, MJB. Yes. 3 days ago was 6 years since Michael passed, which is crazy. Because 6 years feels like not so long ago, and it also feels like a lifetime ago. I feel like I was just talking to him, just seeing him in person, just doing a show with him just yesterday. And at the same time, it's like he has missed so much that like he feel like I can't believe we haven't heard his opinion on like it's far enough where like what would he say about this? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that all the time.
Yeah, and I'm not someone who ascribes what someone's opinion would be when they're not there to share what it would be.
Yeah.
Tokyo Hans with a super chat. When Elon Musk makes the entire Odyssey with AI and drains half the oceans to cool the DCs, the data centers, I have feeling this will anger Poseidon and cause an ironic set of circumstances on his yacht.
I mean, Poseidon, whenever you're ready, get to work. I'll take anyone at this point. Ariel, Flounder, get out there. break some chains.
Let's see. Foresto, the super chat. The Odyssey is in Anatolia, which is Turkish now. See, I've never claimed to be an Odyssey head. Listen, the first thing I think of when I hear the name Homer is Simpson. So,
though, like I haven't heard anyone calling for more Turks to represent themselves in the presentation. Huh. It's too bad that like Jank went into like the evil side of the Force, because he could have made a funny recreation. They could have got him, Hassan. They could have done a whole thing with this. Now, it's lost. That bit is lost forever.
Yeah. Tropical Ding Dong with a super chat. I'm also thinking like, what would it like? Imagine this like cultural moment was around when like Disney released their animated Hercules movie. Like imagine them complaining about that. Like there's five. There's 5 black gospel singers singing that's not accurate, dude. There's also 3 talking human gargoyles, not human, living gargoyles. What are you talking about? Like, I could totally imagine this though.
That soundtrack slapped.
That soundtrack is amazing, and if you just remove the gargoyles from the movie, it's actually a really good movie. The gargoyles ruin it.
I don't think they ruined it.
They ruined the movie.
I like Hercules. I think I put it in the category of the lost Disney ones. Not as many people talk about. Like same with the Fate of Atlantis. I think the Fate of Atlantis is awesome. Great.
Meg is one of the earlier like strong female characters in Disney animated movies. She wasn't the damsel in distress for a large portion of the movie. We got some good songs in that movie. The main Hercules, like the one Hercules sings, it's a good one.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
I can go the distance. Yeah. Oh God, I'm gonna get so much shit from people who already rag on me for being a Disney guy.
Give Disney any money. I agree. You can enjoy stuff without having to pay them.
Yeah. Tropical Ding Dong, the super chat. DSA candidate Jason Liang is running for city council in Oahu. Maybe talk about them. You've posted, this is your third super chat about it. I don't know him, so I can't really, we can't go on a whole I'm looking him up. Can't really say too much because we don't really know him, but I do urge people to check him out and see what he's all about. Jason for Honolulu, Jason Lang for Honolulu. I'm looking into him right now. He seems good. Mike mentioned on the show previously that we're not really doing interviews with candidates, and he mentioned how, like, years ago he did interviews with candidates and every candidate wanted on his show and he tried to fit as many people as possible, and he just doesn't have a want for doing that anymore because, I think his explanation was it takes a lot of money and a lot of determination and really have your shit together to run an actual legitimate campaign. And some people just sort of throw their hats in and just, let it go or whatever. But I think another good reason that it's difficult to do interviews with candidates is, listen, we just don't have the ability to do complete looks into every single one of these candidates. It's just a lot. And then before you know it, you're interviewing.
Mike's point was essentially that you need to be able to be successful, especially in local politics, work, operate, and organize on a very local level, where it's like we might have like 6 or 7 viewers directly from like Dearborn, Michigan, specifically.
That's
but
right.
That doesn't mean that we're going to be able to help you win the election in Dearborn, Michigan. You need people knocking on doors, calling houses. Right. No, I just noticed the chat is all saying 6-7 now. I was like, I that happens. Is that just a thing now? I know that's what Zoomers do to break millennial brains, but I'm always just like, dude, do I say that more often than I think I say it? Is that just a thing that humans say all the time? So that's why it's a funny thing to call out. All right, so I'll say 7 or 8. But yeah, same point being that, like, it's going to be something where you need to spend your hours working on organizing and building that structure locally to be able to win that election. That's the only way you can do it. Whereas like getting on the majority report, while it might feel like, holy shit, this is like a huge opportunity, I can go talk on the majority report and get some people activated, you might only have an audience of like 6 or 7 people locally who are going to be 7 or 8 people locally who are going to be able to help you out. All right, I'm out.
All right. And also, I don't need to be interviewing someone who turns out to be the next Graham Plattner. I've had enough of that discourse.
Look for the words.
Don't need that shit again. All right.
There's 6 or 7 bad things you should have noticed before.
I gotta tell you, man, it's amazing. I literally was just on Reddit doing my usual looks on various subreddits, and I came across a comment this past week that said something like, listing like so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so and Matt Binder. These guys haven't taken accountability, and they were all in for 9 months for Graham Plattner. And I'm like, no, I wasn't. I never supported the guy. How is this still going around?
I think because you're like permanently associated with the majority report, right? Like, because you still do. Yes,
but even on the show, I never. Though I'm like 99% positive that the very first time I spoke his name on a stream was that Leftist Mafia episode after he had already dropped out.
Really?
I'm like 99%.
He had like, I think 3 debates. Like, I wasn't even a part of one of them. I missed out on one of the bigger ones. But
there was the one where I was just where my thing was that the worst thing was his background with, like, a Blackwater and stuff, and how the
that one was after. So that was the one that we had after it all fell apart, and Ariana was kind of doing her victory lap, and me and Mike were also just like, I think that it was me, Mike, and Ariana on one side, and then it was like everyone else on the other side, kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, I think you aren't responsible in any way, shape, or form for what your co-hosts are putting out there when you're not on the show. I mean, like, because otherwise, every single day that goes by, you'd have to be like going through to make sure Sam Cedar hasn't said something that you don't co-sign. So that's insane. But I think if you are on the show and they're in the middle of a segment, that's like obviously being a part of the problem, then yeah, people would have a right to be like, yeah, Matt, like you were saying this.
We never even discussed him. I was never part of any segment on him on the show.
then that is that. all
So
you have to do now
bizarre.
is so disavow Sam and you're free. You're liberated.
Oh my god. Let's go to the next super chat. Oh my god, come on. There's gotta be, I didn't even see this. In defense of the genre, talk about Kyle Kalinski's bad take on Plattner. I think we just did. Listen, I'm not one to ignore or run from anything. I think we just talked about what his bad take was. If we did not, if there's something else, please let us know and we will address it on this show. And we will make sure that Kyle Kalinski is rightfully tarred and feathered, okay? But listen, if he had a bad take and it's not what we've already discussed, I do want to know what the take is. I'm actually somewhat interested if that's not it. What could he have possibly said?
Oh, his shit was reprehensible, to be completely clear. I just want to be on the record saying that I don't co-sign any of the shit he was saying back when he was defending Plattner, and especially after those first wave of accusations came out. That shit was just like, he took things way too far. He was memeing too close to the sun for a really reprehensible person, whereas like it would have been really funny in hindsight if you were doing that for someone who was unjustifiably being attacked, right? Like someone who was like very anti-Israel, anti-military industrial complex, and then because of that, they were being undue and unjustifiably attacked. Like, then yeah, go hard, ride or die for that person. But to do it when the guy's like, it's just like this laundry list like this, and then it's like, yeah, it might turn out to be true. That would be a bad look. That would be a really bad look if you were on the record just going real hard for this of all things. But yeah, there you go. There's $5 worth of
oh, look who's here we go. Perfect. Wait, I gotta bring on
Hi, hello. I'm sorry.
Ariana.
My call
You
with
came in
my
at the perfect time. We were just
way over. I apologize.
what happened?
You're missing the rants.
I was on a call with my mom and she was
Oh, you feel like mom. What are you doing, mom? I got to stream.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Not much. You're just in time. We were just talking about Graham Plattner.
Oh God, are you serious?
Not our choice. People keep asking us about Kyle Kalinski's take on it. Do you know what Kyle Kalinski said? I don't have no idea.
Well, Chad, do you have a link?
The chat was saying that he did not. He said anyone who's looking for an apology, you can go fuck yourselves, kind of thing.
But that doesn't seem like worthy. That doesn't seem like worthy of bringing up to us for a response. You know what I mean? Like that's just. So what?
You know my opinion, right? Like you already. That hasn't changed. So.
I like Kyle, but there have been certain moments where he said things where I'm like, ooh, that didn't really resonate. But like, I feel the same way about Hassan Piker. I feel the same way about all like. I think there's this culture in like leftist political commentary where like we have to agree with everything everyone says, but it's like, no, sometimes people say shit that I don't agree with. You know what I mean? So,
all right. No, absolutely.
On the show.
That's just how I feel. But maybe they honestly, what I think happened was they probably dogpiled on him really hard and he was like, go fuck yourselves. And it just didn't really.
Oh, that's what I did last week.
I think you also like admit it. You said what you needed to say and you hit all the marks. But I feel like Kyle probably got so dogpiled. He was like, go fuck yourselves. And it just didn't really land well. That's probably what happened, to be honest.
Well, if anyone would like to share specifics, feel free. But otherwise, the three of us have no idea, no clue.
So if you guys let us know.
Ariana, so far we spoke about what did we talk about? We talked about the main thing was the Odyssey. That's what we the whole craziness around the Odyssey and the right wing freak out.
Have you guys seen the guy that was mocking Donald Trump behind them?
No. What's that? Is there a clip I can grab somewhere?
I'll send it right now. It was really funny. I feel like we should definitely talk about it.
You're dropping it in the chat.
I'm dropping it right now.
right, let me pull it up. Oh, it's pretty good. All right, let me get it up on the screen here. Jeez, I have not. It's been too long since I screen shared with this. Let's see. Is this what I need to press? Yeah. All right. Share screen. Share screen. All right. Let's see. Where is it? All right. You see that?
No.
Oh, I got to bring it up on the stage. Here we go. All right. And I got to. How do I zoom into that? Geez, when Mike's doing it, it's so much easier.
I know he does it really well. Just like do control
zoom in.
CTRL and then the plus sign and see if it zooms in on your screen.
Did that work?
Yeah, that looks a lot better.
All right, cool. All right, so let's play this. I think you'll hear it. Let's play this. Let me know if you hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear it?
So
Barely.
quiet.
Oh, it's low. Oh boy. All right, let me see if I could do anything with that on my end.
I mean, it's fine.
Cool.
It's not like
in the history of our country, and Americans are working today more so than ever before. We have more jobs today than we've ever had. We have with the in the history of our country, and Americans are working today more so than ever before. We have more.
I'm surprised they let it go on for that long.
I know, me too.
Like you'd think they would pull the guy, right? You'd think they'd be like, "Oh, we got to get this guy out of that spot."
That's true. That's really funny.
Yeah, I think we should also talk about the shit lettuce because there have been some new revelations.
The what? The what?
Shit lettuce.
The lettuce,
Shit
y'all.
lettuce?
Do you not have
Bro,
like biblical
Taylor
diarrhea going down
Taylor
in America right now? Yeah.
Who?
I'm
What?
a Canadian and I know about the shit lettuce. I like, come on.
What do you? I have
You
no
don't
idea
know
what you guys are
about
talking
the
about.
diarrhea?
You don't know about
What?
diarrhea
Are you
striking
being
the United
serious?
States like a biblical plague?
The
streets are lined with poo.
Okay, I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it described as shit lettuce before.
Okay, well, I made that up. But there's been some new revelations, and I feel like we should definitely talk about it.
What are the new revelations?
It's in the chat.
Oh, super chat.
The private chat.
Okay. Oh, let me see. Let's see. New Taylor Farms gave $2 million to Trump and Republicans as they postponed a rule that could have limited the spread of outbreaks like the ongoing, how do you say it, cyclospora epidemic or cyclospora?
I don't know how to pronounce that word.
The industry also successfully
Wait,
lobbied.
can you open it up on the screen so we could all see what you're reading?
Oh yeah, it's a good idea. I should do that.
Oh, I thought there was something secretive that you couldn't put on screen. I was like, he's keeping this one close to the chest.
No,
I'm not used to putting the stuff on the screen. That's usually Mike. All right, here we go.
That's true. Mike, if you're watching, we're falling apart without you.
New Taylor Farms gave $2 million to Trump and Republicans as they postponed a rule that could have limited the spread of outbreaks like the ongoing cyclospora epidemic. The industry also successfully lobbied to cut a program that handled 80% of produce testing.
This is gonna get so bad. This is just like the first diarrhea wave of many. I don't know if y'all have been following like Kowalski. Like even he sent me a super chat about this today. I've been looking at weather reports, fertilizer reports, fuel reports. The math ain't mathing. The global south is going to suffer badly. Like a lot of shit in terms of food production is about to go really, really bad. And if you throw in like diarrhea to everything as well, it's just like there's so many potential storms about to hit simultaneously at once. It's yeah, and it's all preventable is the really fucked up thing too. Is just like, yeah, we could also avoid a lot of this. But
yeah, I mean, what were you saying?
Sorry, what you're talking about as far as like the shortages and stuff like that, that's because of the Strait of Hormuz, right?
The shortages for fertilizer specifically?
Just fertilizers and everything else.
a lot of factors, but that's one of them. Another a big one is like the differences that climate change is going to be making to crop production and yield this year. Droughts are going to be much worse, much longer, especially prolonged ones in areas where we produce a lot of food, places like Central and South America, China. Those are just the aspects that I had read off the top of my head. But yeah, I mean, it's not good. Probably not a great time to be introducing diarrhea to the scene.
Okay, Mike, go on. Sorry. Or Matt, sorry.
No, I mean, I was just going to say, not surprising. I mean, companies have been very, very happy that Donald Trump has been so malleable to their whims. All you got to do is donate something to his inauguration event, or his ballroom, or his America 250 group, or to his son's crypto projects, or literally the list goes on, and all of a sudden all your problems just go away. It's amazing. Also, Taylor Farms. I had no idea Taylor Swift had her own farm and that she was responsible for all the lettuce issues.
I wish.
I honestly haven't been keeping too in touch with what's been going on with that. How bad is it right now?
I mean, I think in the tweet I sent, it was 11,000 outbreaks so far, like recorded outbreaks. No, that's not that tweet. I think it was a different tweet. But the issue is that like a lot of these regulations got cut when Trump's presidency started. So it's like, I mean, we're honestly really lucky that one disease on that cruise ship wasn't as transmittable as like the Black Plague, because if it was like that, then we would have been fucked. That one disease.
Oh, the hantavirus?
Yeah, the hantavirus. We're so lucky that kind of died, but then now shit lettuce has taken over. But another issue is that Taylor Farms is basically like the main funder for, they like a lot of this lettuce that we eat. So the lettuce all the way from Taco Bell to the lettuce they sell in Whole Foods to the organics that they sell in Safeway, they just repackage and sell. Like Taylor Farms has a complete monopoly on lettuce in America. Most of the lettuce you eat is from Taylor Farms. How much you pay for it, it just depends where you buy it from. It's kind of like water, right? You can buy water from a gas station for $1. You can buy the same bottle of water from the airport for $8, right? It's the same concept. Taylor lettuce is everywhere. So it's like, I just like the amount of regulation and the amount of monopoly. I mean, I think this is just really, I mean, obviously the monopolization of lettuce wasn't necessarily Trump's fault. It's just been like more of like a small farmers getting fucked over for decades now in America. But it's also like, yeah, I don't know what this is going to look like, because Taylor lettuce, like, it's kind of in everything. But it's actually crazy. I'm going to look for this Instagram reel. This girl, her father used to work at Taylor Farms and used to work in sanitation at Taylor Farms. And the shit she was posting was insane. Like, I mean, this is all alleged, obviously. Like, Taylor Farms, don't sue me. But she was basically alleging that Taylor Farms had such horrible, like, they would take care of their undocumented immigrants so horribly that worked in the farms that they would just basically do number 1 and 2 in the fields, because they like literally would not give them breaks to go to the bathroom. So
eating the piss and shit.
Yeah. So it's like, and just so you guys know, not to go on a tangent, I'm gonna find this reel after I'm done with my tangent. One time I got pineapple from Costco and I ate the pineapple and I got super fucking sick, like super sick. I was vomiting. And then I was vomiting. And then once I fainted in the bathroom was when my brother and my dad carried me and took me to the ER, because they were like, okay, something's weird, because I fainted, like I fell on my face. They took me to the ER. I threw up again. I fainted again. At that point, they admitted me because they were like, okay, something's really wrong. I ended up contracting hepatitis from the pineapple I ate.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's the thing. When you use like human fertilizer, right? When a person shits in these fields, if you have hepatitis, if you have any of these diseases, it will go into the thing you're eating. That's how it works. And then it turned out there was this whole like produce outbreak with like hepatitis because the one field that they were using like was using human fertilizer. So obviously I'm okay because I got vaccinated and I was good. Like I was good within a couple of days. Like it went through my system. We're good. But that's the thing that a lot of people don't consider. Like a lot of the fruits and the lettuce and what you're eating in the field is quite literally in your food. These fruits and vegetables will digest it. So it's like, I don't think a lot of people really conceptualize that idea either, to be honest. Let me find this reel as we're talking.
Prairie Fire Neb is adding a correction. Everyone's blaming Taco Bell for the bad lettuce. They figured it out before the government. Taco Bell has better research and food safety than the feds. So don't get mad at the bell, all right? You can still live mass, everyone. You can still have your Gordito Crunch Supreme, your Dorito Explosion, Flavor Burst juice, whatever you need.
And it will explode.
Yeah, it will. That's what they're saying. So yeah, don't blame Taco Bell. Taco Bell's innocent in all this, apparently.
Taco Bell's innocent.
Yeah, I know.
Leave Taco Bell alone. Let's go back to super chats. Not really. Rachel Atwood says, I visited Michael on Monday as I do every July 20th and told him everything that's been on my mind. It's weird but cathartic. See right up in Discord. Oh, that's very sweet. So you visit his cemetery plot? I've never even been there. It's very interesting.
Wait, who the fuck's Michael?
Michael Brooks?
He was a leftist commentator. He used to be a host on the Majority Report.
Oh my God,
he died about 6 years ago.
I forgot 6 years ago is forever when you're young. Michael Brooks used to be on the Majority Report. I used to host a show with him.
He used to be the co-host with Sam Cedar, essentially. He was Sam Cedar's co-host.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. I just
no. You jumped in. You jumped in late. No.
So I was like, I visited Michael. I'm like, who's only Michael from the office? So I don't know. Yeah. Wait, are we reading super chats now?
Yeah, because we were talking about stuff, and then we were just like, all right, why don't you guys talk? Because we didn't know what else to talk about. And we were like, why don't we just take the time to address people's comments? Because usually we had a lot of chats
piled up, and we're both also kind of burnt out. So I was just like, oh.
And usually we have to run by the super chats. Now people could ask us questions. We could actually address them properly. Unless there's something you specifically want to talk about, Ariana, go ahead. You have a topic you want to
No. I just felt like the transition was super quick. So I was like, wait, are we doing super chats now? But no, we could.
No, we were doing super chats when you joined us, actually.
Okay. I'm sorry. I did not. Okay. This makes
you don't gotta apologize. You don't
Please go ahead. I'm sorry for joining late, chat, but go ahead.
You don't gotta apologize for anything.
It's been much more fun since you joined.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good.
The conversation went right into lettuce diarrhea.
I totally forgot about that. Tokyo Hans with a super chat. BB's entire motorcade had broken taillights. Ah, very funny. Yeah, that'd be something. Tells me at the end of my
Now that you're here, maybe I can ask you this question. What are your thoughts on the Zoran Mamdani? I'm not actually going to arrest Benjamin Netanyahu, but like I am going to list all his war crimes, put them in the video, put that out there. Part of me was like,
he was going to arrest them. No,
he's not going to. He says in the video specifically that he doesn't have the legal authority to arrest him, so he can't. Yeah.
I mean, if he doesn't have the legal authority, I get it. Honestly, listen, I have a bit of a hot take when it comes to this, and I know some pro-Palestine advocates don't like it when I do this. I did this last week with Rokana too. I just think that a lot of people, when they want to see change when it comes to Palestine, they want like the most at the same time, when like that's just really not how it's going to work. Because like before October 7th, if you even said anything about Israel, you were pegged as an anti-Semite and you lost everything, right? Like the Canary mission you were done once you were posted on the Canary mission. So I think it was monumental. I think he still said many things that no other American politician is willing to do or say, mainly because he is not bought out like most other politicians are. So he has the freedom to say what's on his mind. Do I think he should have made the campaign promise to arrest him? Probably not, if he can't. But I still think he's like sticking to his word as much as he can within his limitations. So I'm still a fan. I understand people expect more. Like, I get it. I understand where you're coming from. But it's like, as a person that's known about Israel since I was a kid, because I'm literally from the Middle East, and a lot of this geopolitics has quite literally impacted not just my life, but my family's livelihood as well. I don't expect I wasn't thinking that he was going to arrest Bibi. Like, I mean, realistically, I didn't think that was going to happen. That's kind of where I stand with this. I don't expect a Ro Khanna to condemn Hamas within, going to the West Bank. I don't,
that one's funny. That was kind of embarrassing. How can you not be more mad though? I would be like, are you still doing that? Yeah. I don't know though. Yeah. Sorry.
No, I get it. I'm just like, my thing is though, like, I've known about this since I started learning how to speak. Like, this has been my whole entire life. The tides have shifted in ways that I never thought I was going to see in this lifetime. So it's like, my expectations are a lot more tapered than like the average person, because like I grew up in a household where my father was like, never talk about Israel or you will lose everything. That's not even an option. Don't ever talk about Israel. Don't ever, if anyone brings up Zionism, just nod and smile. Like, don't that's how I grew up. So like, growing up, going from 9/11 and that rhetoric to having the sitting, mayor of New York City going like, Benjamin Netanyahu is a war criminal, fuck Israel, basically. Like, I didn't think I was going to see this in my lifetime. Like, the bar is in hell. Like, I'm happy. And I know a lot of other commentators don't like hearing that, but it's just like, that's just how I feel. Like, I didn't even think I was going to see a day like this, to be honest. Especially post 9/11 America. Like, when 9/11 happened, more than 90% of the U.S. population wanted us to invade Iraq. They wanted us to invade Afghanistan.
Yeah, it was overwhelmingly popular.
It was overwhelmingly popular. So you're telling me within the span of 20 years, we went from that to fuck Israel. Netanyahu is a war criminal from the New York City mayor, who's a sitting Muslim, a practicing Muslim. Like, no, I would have told you you're smoking dick. So I'm happy where we're at. But that's just me.
I'm on board with you. I agree.
Yeah.
There was a time where the common position you would find even in this world would be progressive except Palestine, and right. That's the minority now, easily.
Yeah.
I mean, even the Democratic base is in poll and survey and over and over again. This is no longer a controversial position or take. This is the popular position now.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting to a point where in very progressive areas like New York City or, not even progressive metropolitan cities, right? We're getting to a point where the metropolitan districts in America saying that you're pro-Israel is actually a knock on your campaign. It's not what it used to be, right? And I think before October 7th, when someone would be like, oh, I always stand and I support Israel, most people didn't even understand what that meant. They would be like, okay, whatever. Like, they would just kind of brush it off because most people didn't know about the Israeli lobby. They didn't know about AIPAC. They didn't know about how much of our wars are actually egged on by Israel and supported by Israel and authored and started by Israel, right? After October 7th, people started learning about AIPAC. They started learning about Israeli lobby. They started learning about how much our politicians have so many allegiances to Israel, and they started realizing, oh, this is why we're not getting out of the Middle East. This is why we're in all these endless wars. This is why I'm pretty sure Trump is going to start bombing the shit out of Iran in the next 24 to 48 hours because they put out an alert, and they put out a huge alert in the Middle East, and they were basically like, almost all flights are about to get grounded in the Middle East. And then he has been sending a ton of military equipment from air to ships to ground all across the Middle East. Like, he's been really fueling and adding all of this stuff, military equipment in the bases that they have surrounding Iran. So I'm pretty sure he's gearing up if not for a bombing campaign, for a ground invasion. I hope he's not stupid enough to do a ground invasion. At this point, I think I wouldn't put anything past him, but he's definitely gearing up for something, right? And I think a lot of people are understanding that, okay, this is not our war. This is Israel's war. This is what Israel wants us to do. The average American, the majority of Americans don't want to be in this war. The majority of Americans don't want our tax dollars getting spent on a war in Iran. We first invaded, we said we were going to liberate the Iranian women. Now it's we can't have Iran have a nuclear weapon. The next day it's, oh, we need a regime change. The regime is horrible in Iran. I mean, every single day the reason changes. Like we've gone through this before. So I just think Americans we're seeing through it now. You know, there's no confusion or rose-colored glasses.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. That's where I'm at. So.
For Resto with the super chat, tech bros aren't even imaginative enough to figure out how to monetize crypto video games. There's no shot they make any good art from AI. Right. That's in reference, Ariana, to Elon Musk saying he's gonna make his own Odyssey movie with Grok.
Dude, didn't he? Bro, he had this. Someone. Oh my god! I think the reporter asked him if he's racist, and he was like, "My partner is Indian, half Indian, and I have 4 kids with her, so I don't think I'm a racist." And I was like, "Oh,
I came 4 times. I'm not a racist."
Wait, have you guys seen the video? Please tell me you've seen it.
I did see that he had an interview with the Economist, right? He had a new interview with them.
Watching the whole interview is crazy, Lance. I
know it was a lot. The stuff on AI was terrible because she basically just lets him do like a puff piece and advertise AI tech the whole time. It's just that stupid, like, are you building Terminator 2? And he's just like, yeah, totally. It's crazy. But the section on the racism was good because she actually called him out on his shit and was like, everything you say is a lie. Like, I live in Britain where you post about, and there isn't like an overwhelming amount of Muslim rapists. There's not a whole bunch of white women getting like pinched off the streets. There's not like attacks. And he's like, that's a lie. That's fake news. And she's like, no, I literally live there. She's like, come over anytime you want. That part was good. And I was like, yeah, okay. He was a little on the ropes, but yeah, it's like I was watching it being like, he's so cringe and he doesn't realize how to outsiders this looks so bad, but like it doesn't matter anymore. Like the guy, he's won, right? Like he's the world's richest, most powerful cringe lord, and he's the loser amongst the pedophiles. He's the guy who begged to go to Epstein Island. He's the same one who pays the cheated video games. It's just the saddest, biggest loser in human history is also the most powerful and richest man. It makes all of humanity look bad. Him being alive makes all of us look terrible. Always. Like it's just, we rank very poorly in society. It just like societies versus anyone else. Humans are doing great.
Yes, I agree. But I'm sorry, saying that I'm fucking a half Indian woman and I have 4 kids with her. I was like, bro, like that's not.
Yeah, no, it's like, I'm not racist. Like I saw people replying to him being like, slave owners raped slaves, and that are you trying to say that they were not racist in the process? Like, what are you talking about? Like,
this I mean, he probably would argue that. How could they be racist?
No, but honestly, first of all, Indian is this might be a hot take to some of you, but India, like there needs to be I need a sociologist, like a PhD.
Be careful.
Hold on. I need a PhD student in sociology to study the pipeline of Indians from India coming here and partnering up with raging fascist Republicans. Because, like,
okay,
between Elon, not you holding your breath, between Elon,
I'm too white for this conversation.
No, as a brown girl, I'll say it. Between Elon and that one congressman that has an Indian wife, Nikki Haley, Vivek Ramaswamy, there's Usha Vance. Like, there's a pipeline happening here. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the reason for it is, but I'm going to need a sociologist, like a PhD student in sociology who preferably has a South East Asian background to tell me what the fuck is going on, because Kash Patel, right? Like there's a pipeline happening. I personally don't understand it, but I need someone to explain it, because
I mean, isn't it sort of like asking why there's so many right-wing Israelis, right? It's the country has a right-wing government, and it's like people are what they grow up in. I mean, India is pretty conservative. It's a pretty right-wing country, isn't it? In terms of I mean, Modi's been ruling there for how long now? I mean,
Modi is a fascist piece of shit, like, for sure. Like, no one's debating that. I just, like, he's also he's an Islamophobic freak. Like, I'm not a Modi fan, like, whatsoever. But I think there's, maybe it's the caste system. Maybe the Indians from India who come to America tend to have, like, more affluent backgrounds. Maybe it's trying to assimilate. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it needs to be studied, because I'm like, there's something happening here, and I need someone to professionally explain it to me, because I'm just like, what is going on?
I have no thoughts or opinions on this topic. And
yeah, I don't know enough. The only thing I would tie it to is how long, they've had a right-wing government, and people, I mean, think about how this country is. Sadly, there's a lot of people who want a daddy, as you see with Trump, and I'm sure that's the same sort of thing over there with Modi. And that's a very simplistic view of it, but that's the most I know about it.
Yeah, I don't know. And listen,
I do think the caste thing has definitely something to do with it too.
For sure. I think it does, for sure. Maybe dating or aligning yourself with the Republican Party brings you up in the social caste. I don't fucking know. I'm not a part of it. I just need someone to also, like, study it and tell me their hypothesis. Because, like, even on a sociological standpoint, I am very curious. Like Usha Vance, I think she's a bird, 100%. But she also does intrigue me as a brown woman who's a bird. Like I know you're intellectual.
What does that mean?
A bird, just like a bird is basically. How do you explain a bird?
Someone who's someone else's partner for power or performatively, but not necessarily in love with them, or they have a deep connection or relationship.
But you just described yourself as that, Ariana. Didn't you just describe yourself as that?
No. I've never described.
You said as a bird.
No, I said she's a bird.
But then you said as a bird.
Right, but then she was phrasing that sentence not I as in her, as in.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Like as her as a bird.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. I misunderstood. That's why I was confused. I was like, wait a minute, maybe I don't understand what the word means if she's describing herself as that too.
Okay.
No.
Ariana, we have a history major who's answered you. You wanted an expert. So someone says history major who studied far right white fascist groups, and there's been a weird fascination and alignment between fascism and Indian power structures since the Nazis, who believe that the Aryan race was one and the same with the Vedas of India. Also, Indo-European history overlaps with it. So I don't know.
Wait, where's that? Where do you see
that? An overlap between fascism and Indian power structures since the Nazis, who believe that the Aryan race was one and the same as the Vedas, Vedas of India, and also Indo-European.
So they think they're descendants of the Aryans.
There's two Wikipedia articles on this that you could look that they're linking to. Indigenous Aryanism on Wikipedia and Hinduva. On Wikipedia as well.
Indigenous Aryanism
as a philosophy, I don't think as in a realistic concept, right?
Bro, fascists love the word indigenous, dog. Like, they literally misuse it in the most fucking ridiculous ways on earth.
Like, I don't really know a term that they use correctly. Like, when I see and watch like just right wingers talk nowadays, I'm like, that's not what communism means. That's not what fascism means. That's not what capitalism means. That's not what you're using and or incorrectly in the sentence. Like, none of this makes sense.
I love how have you guys noticed how every single trickle down fascist problem we have in our society, from the invention of Israel to what the fuck we're talking about, to the microscopic conversations we're having now, is literally all because of fucking Hitler. Like, if that man never existed, do you know how different this world would be? Like the amount of
there is no way I could have guessed that's where that sentence was going.
like, bro, like,
do you know how? Yeah, I think that's a universally agreed upon. Like, I don't like Ariana's like, hot take. I think things would have been better if Hitler didn't exist.
No, but it's like, of all the dictators and of all the genocidal ones, like Hitler really, like, there were many of Hitlers, right? Or adjacent, or Hitler adjacent for sure.
And there were dictators.
I'm waiting for the quartering to chime in and go, and there it is.
No, like, even on a microcosm level, this man has just fucked so much shit up. Like,
yeah, he was a very bad man. He was a very bad person.
Ariana just discovered a man
Shut
by the name of
Bro, tell her about this Hitler, bro.
Piece of shit.
He was fucked up.
It's just like there's other dictators where like they do their thing, they genocide a bunch of people, and then they die, and that dies with them, right?
Now,
But
Eva
Hitler-
Braun, there was a bird. All right.
Hitler. Bro, that one testicle man will haunt humanity for the rest of our life. Like,
yeah, I think, like, don't get me wrong. I think there's without question a lot of horrifying things Hitler did. I think one of the lessons in history, though, is we should also pull the fact that, like, so much of the shit that the Nazis pulled from was stuff from other societies, like
100%,
indigenous genocide in Canada. That inspired the Nazis. That, you know, the residential school system. That inspired the Nazis. The boarding school system of Native Americans, the eugenics program of Native Americans as well. All of that was just like the Nazis looking at that and be like, "Oh, okay, so that's how we do this. All right, we will organize our fucking systems of extermination based on what y'all are doing in North America because you seem to be doing pretty well with it. So they modeled it after us. That's also lost in history a lot of the time.
well, and then they went and they did all that shit, and then they brought all the Nazis over, and they were like, "Let's build NASA." So because we're fighting with Russia to get to the moon, so let's just hire all these Nazis and put them in. Guys, if you didn't know this, now you know. NASA was basically all built by Nazis. Okay,
I think
That's not
people.
joking.
Nazis, but Nazis did play a role. Yes,
Nazis played a huge role in NASA.
This is the first time I'm hearing this.
The original point.
The first time
you
I'm
know
hearing
Nazis
this.
were Nazis. If
Wait,
you like
you know
Nazis.
this?
No, I did know that. I'm just saying that it wasn't literally just Nazis. Like Operation Paperclip brought over a lot of, Nazis to work on the space program, but NASA wasn't just founded and it was exclusively Nazis, just to be completely clear.
It was
But
80%. I would argue.
it was a lot of Nazis, yes.
Like
it was,
majority Nazis.
same with the nuclear program itself.
For
required-
Ariana, NASA stands for the Nazi Aeronautics and Space Administration.
No, actually though, no, not for me. Like it should be that for everyone, bro. We wouldn't have made it to the moon if we didn't ship over a bunch of Nazis into NASA.
It is Nazis play a lot of a part in U.S. Technological history. Was a lot of Nazis. It is kind of funny that like Argentina gets all the flack for taking all these war criminals and Nazis, but the U.S. took a lot of Nazis. I mean, that is absolutely true. It is without question.
I mean, I heard Argentina has this like burger joint where they have this burger called the N-word burger.
Oh, Argentina's got. First of all, South America's got a lot of.
Wait, you didn't hear about the N-word burger? I mean, I can't say it, but it's called the N-word burger.
Oh no, I know. I know what it means, but that's fucked up. I did not know that story. That's fucked up.
I mean, every country's got right wing.
It's called Big N burger.
I'm pretty sure there's like a fried chicken place in like Southeast Asia called like Hitler's or something like that, or maybe even in India. Actually, I'm being serious, or Adolf's or something like that, and it's got like themed with the I'm being dead ass. I'm like
Jesus.
99% positive I've seen that before. It's just, it's weird people live everywhere. It's not uniquely an Argentinian thing, uniquely an American thing.
I agree.
Uniquely,
If you want racism, look towards Canada and the United States. We have a lot of racism. Oh yeah, no, I agree.
Listen, yeah. But you know what pisses me off about NASA is that NASA doesn't admit that basically a lot of their accomplishments were because they shipped out Nazis. Like, they kind of just don't really want to talk about that part of it. And it's like, well, no, I'm going to need you to admit that you guys would have been nothing without the Nazis, please. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Like, can we not?
Yeah, there was a Hitler themed chicken restaurant in Thailand, and their logo was very KFC-esque with the Colonel, but instead of it being the Colonel, it was Adolf Hitler. I mean,
that's terrible. This is sorry. Where? Why?
Thailand.
Okay.
Yeah,
so that's people, a choice. That's a choice.
Yeah.
That's definitely.
A choice. Now, did they like? What? Why was this like a "we are fascists" kind of thing, or was this like a "hey, look at this European historical thing"? Like what?
I don't know. I don't know. This is about. The story came out about 13 years ago now. I don't even know if it's still open. Probably not. I'm going to assume.
It wasn't just Nazis. It was Jewish scientists as well fleeing the Nazi regime. That is also true, including Einstein and other scientists as well. It wasn't simply Nazis fleeing. I think the part, like, history teaches you about that aspect is probably the broader point. Like, if I learned history and went to public education system, you'll learn about those aspects. You don't learn about, like, Operation Paperclip. Is the other thing, right? Like, you don't learn about the collaborations between governments and Nazi officials here in the West because it's complicated. It suddenly makes the reality that we are not the good guys become a lot more clear, especially on the world stage.
All right, let's get back to the super chats and fall down more rabbit holes. Oh my God, and we're about to fall down another one right now. It looks like, thanks to Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes 9000 says, Binder, have you been following the Pac-Man Hassan drama? No. What is going on? Tell me, please. What is going on? Why are you
guys so plugged into this niche internet drama? I don't even know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
We did talk about this. We talked about this at the very start.
Hassan and Pac-Man?
Yeah, when I was talking about the Maoism and the Mao outfit.
Oh, that's Pac-Man's thing? I didn't know Pac-Man was involved in that.
It's not uniquely his thing, but he put out a video where he was basically like...
he did?
We need to separate ourselves from the DSA and these like radicals and anti-Semites and
Pac-Man.
clearly,
well, Pac-Man is a Zionist, so I don't really know.
It's not a surprise that that's where he went with it. But yeah, so that's what he was when we were talking about the Maoism and the Mao and the.
I didn't know Pac-Man was involved in that. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah,
it's been years. And Lance is just
he's David Pac-Man. If I'm not mistaken, he's actually Argentinian Jewish. If I'm not mistaken. Like, are we surprised? No. Well, he also, just to be clear, he uses his Jewish identity to make a lot of his fucked up opinions about Palestine known. Like, he kind of uses that as a shield. And he's done that for a very long time. So I'm not surprised that he had that opinion. So,
Chris Corcoran with a super chat. Thoughts on Fetterman saying he'd switch parties depending on midterm results? Fuck that Timu Walter White. Of course he said that, and of course he will. I think he is the biggest disgrace simply because of who he ran as and what he ended up being. And you can say, I don't know if this is who he was when he ran or if he became this after his stroke or if the stroke, made him, made his private feelings become public, but whatever it is, doesn't really matter because this is who he is. and he's easily horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Pendulous Dragon member for sort of 33 months. I'm not even sure. I'm not even going to check my super chat specifically anymore. I'm going through everyone's super chat. If it's for me, thank you. If it's not, thank you still. The Bay photo of the super chat. Even if Mamdani could arrest Netanyahu, I don't think NYPD would comply. If anything, you'd probably guarantee Trump sending a bunch of ICE to NYC. Maybe. I don't know, but we won't know, I guess, right? We won't find out what could have been. Fart Twain with a super chat. I despise Marie Glusenkamp Perez so much. She's a little freak, always votes with the Republicans. She voted in favor of the 1.5 trillion for defense. Yeah, she's a weird one. Her and her weird little social media videos that talk about like very minute topics while she's out there voting for major horrendous things. She's a weird one for sure. Goobular with a super chat. Hey guys, can I get your opinion on Kashama Sawant's campaign and the strategy from Brie of Bad Faith and the division between leftist strategy? I don't know what's going on there. Do you know, Ariana?
Have no clue what this comment was about.
I'll save this for when Lance gets back. I'll save Goobular. I'll keep yours up in the in my super chat list so I can ask Lance. Troy Mosen with a super chat, $10 super chat. Are you worried about the Trump administration calling the midterm elections stolen and not legit? Also, Republicans refusing to swear in newly elected Democrats. I mean, they've done that before, right? I mean, what? I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, they can keep doing it. Like what?
I do. You can never really count anything out. I don't know what to say. I don't. Am I worried? Not actively worried. Do I think it could happen? There's a non-zero chance for sure that it could happen. Lance, I wanted to ask you about this. Are you familiar with this one? I just read it right before you came back.
Hey guys, can I get what Chuma wants campaign to the strategy from Brie and Bad Faith and the division between the leftist strategy? I'm not familiar with the Brie strategy or Bad Faith strategy specific to Shama Swan. I know Shama isn't very popular amongst a lot of leftists because she's seen as like a wrecker because she'll sometimes attack people like AOC, etc., like that. I do know because the guy who does editing for me and does the cartoons for the Serfs, he lives in Seattle, and Shama did a lot of really, really good work for Seattle when she came into power. She was basically the one that got them $15 minimum wage, rent freezes. So she, like as a leftist and as a politician, was actually pretty incredible locally in Seattle. That's what I know in terms of like.
She was in the city council there, right? That's how I first came across
she was
her.
In the city council and was.
And all I heard was good things. Then, like like literally good. And then she seemed
anyone who's worked with her loves her. But I think it's as soon as that she decided she wanted to leave that and go for higher politics that people started like seeing her as a wrecker. I don't know enough about the inner drama because I haven't like gone into the details yet. I've seen people online saying that she in the past hasn't properly advocated for BDS. I've seen other people say that she's got or she's had weird takes on Tamil Tigers. I've seen other people say that that's all bullshit and she's being clipped out of context. I think if she's running a campaign and she has a legitimate shot of potentially winning a seat wherever she's riding, then I don't see what really the issue is.
Right.
Yeah, that would be as far as I take it. I don't know enough beyond that.
Cy Abelman with a super chat. Remember that Javier Milei concert? I wonder if you would have done that again if they hadn't lost the World Cup. Right. I mean, the Argentina soccer team is pretty decorated, regardless of losing this year. It's not like, there's not a reason for the country to be proud of them. And I know all the hate for Argentina's soccer team with this World Cup, and it was earned by Argentina. They played very dirty in quite a few games. But with that being said, Messi is that good, and the team is as a whole is pretty good. Honestly, I don't know what happened to them this year.
I don't
That
know.
final though was
They were playing rugby. They weren't playing soccer. I don't know what the fuck they were doing.
oh yeah, they were that final specifically was really bad. They were playing really dirty, and on top of that, they were playing really bad. They definitely did not deserve to win that game. The idea that like I know people were upset with them already because of ref calls that made it seem like they were in the bag for Argentina, but at least in those games they actually did things that showed they deserved to win. Like I know that Egypt game was very controversial because of the overturned Egyptian goal, but Egypt did concede 3 goals within 10 minutes. I mean, there's an argument that Argentina was able to pull that off and, they deserve the win. But there was nothing they did in that final that they did to deserve a win, even if they eked out a goal to win it or it went to penalties or something and they won it. It was all Spain. Spain would 100% deserve to be the champions. Jordan Chopson with a super chat, $10 super chat. It's a valid point of concern with the authenticity of a claim without immediately discrediting a victim's story. Kyle doesn't need to apologize, needs to sit with the criticism and do better. It's a valid point out. Yes, I agree. I don't think the claim should have been immediately discredited. I mean, I don't think you can discredit it at all. I just don't think it was the nail in the coffin because of her background. Like, I think you can't be someone who can be the face of that issue, even in a specific incident, and also simultaneously be Brett Kavanaugh's biggest defender that what he did was a hit job. I mean, that's what I think. But if Kyle went beyond and like claimed it was discredited or mocked it, that I don't agree with, obviously. Old Man Philly with a super chat. Hassan could play Helen of Troy and Odysseus. Mr. Braindead with a super chat. You want a lost Disney classic? Look no further than Treasure Planet, and it still holds up even with the goofy Martin Short robot. That one never interested me, but I will take a look. What was that?
Sorry, that was my.
Are you familiar with Treasure Planet, Ariana and Lance?
I don't know what's going on.
Matt Penman's a Disney adult, and he wants to talk about Disney because he loves talking about Disney as a Disney adult. So it's like a safe space.
Oh, Disney adults are not safe around me, but y'all can make it a safe space. It's good. I'm joking. You guys can be Disney adults.
Oh, you don't have to be. That's the proper response around Disney adults. They're not good people.
Hold on, someone said that's not.
Some Americans like to kill people. Others like Disney. I would prefer you to like Disney. So whatever.
Yeah. Disney adults are much better than war criminals.
Yeah, there we go.
Someone said that I responded to that last super chat wrong. I thought he was Kyle it was referencing the Republican woman, but apparently it wasn't. Kyle tried to discredit the actual outright allegation of sexual assault. If he did that, he's totally wrong, obviously. But I don't know if it's not clear to me that that's what that was referencing or if that's what he did. Someone please let us know because we don't know what he said. Kowalski with a super chat. Mulan is the best Disney movie. I will fight literally anyone on that. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. That's a great song. Be a man. That's a great song. Yep. That's in my workout playlist. That is a workout song for sure.
Watch Matt Lieb's routine on Mulan if you like it. Kowalski, it's really funny. He's got it at TikTok. It's a really good bit. Yeah, I didn't even think about how the whole thing is kind of like a secret gay movie until I watched that.
Oh, bit. Without a doubt. Yeah. I don't even know that's his bit, but it always gave those vibes to me.
It's just like the whole thing builds to that point where it's like you find out that the person you've got a crush on and you've really been having special feelings for turns out that person is actually a woman, and then you should celebrate that normally, but if you're gay, that's kind of like yay. Like, I'm so happy for that. I was in love with a woman the whole time. And I was like, I didn't even think about that. I learned some things.
Mulan's a great movie, and it baffles my mind as to why Disney did a. First of all,
I did not know that. All right, canonically,
what happened?
So many. Apparently, the character is bisexual.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, then Mulan's the perfect partner for.
I know.
Like, what do you mean? Apparently, he's bisexual. Who said this? Like, who? What? Maybe he's not serious. We're just determining Disney. Can we move on? No, I'm sorry. We're getting.
We interviewed the animation cell. No, but Disney's biggest problem with the live remake of Mulan is they didn't fucking make it a musical. What were they thinking? How do you remake Mulan as a live action movie and not put a single one of the Mulan songs in it?
Musicals. I'm so happy it was not a musical. What do you mean?
Oh, you crazy. I'm a musical guy.
I'm crazy. Have you been to a musical in real life? It's like every other
they're
word
wonderful.
Song.
They're wonderful. I love them.
I cannot. Absolutely not. No, I need groundedness in between the music, and there is no grounding. Yeah. It's all just music.
Musicals don't.
No.
Listen, some musicals are definitely like that. Like, for example, I was not a fan of Cats. I did not like it was just all music, no storyline. There's no linear storytelling at all. There's no storytelling at all. So I'm not a Cats guy, but I do enjoy a good musical that has a story that's like a play and a musical combined, I guess you can say, which most musicals are, honestly.
You're basically Disney adult adjacent, is what you're telling me.
Not adjacent.
Wicked is a great musical. Wicked's a great musical.
Yeah. Having kids made you soft, man.
Fiddler on the Roof is a fantastic.
Used to be in the death metal. That's
musical I ever saw.
See, he went from death metal to I like Wicked. No, this is what children do to you. This is what children do.
It's not gonna happen to me. Is this inevitable, Matt?
It's not hypocritical to listen. You gotta respect good music, and Disney's got good music, man. Disney's got good songs.
Man, I'm just busting your balls. We're good.
You can bust my ball if you want. I'm fine.
I don't get it, but go off.
I'm fine with it. You can mock my love for Disney. It's okay.
I'm not mocking. It's a choice that I don't make. That's all it comes down to.
Rocky Horror. Come on, you have to like Rocky. Someone's mentioned Rocky Horror. You have a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
It was great. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
She just wants to move on. I can tell. She's never even seen Rocky Horror.
No, I've never seen it, but I'll take your word for it. I heard Obsession is really good. The movie Obsession. It's out on Peacock now.
Good.
That's not a musical. It's nothing to do with musicals. That's a completely different topic.
I know it's not a musical.
Go watch it. Hey, watch it so we can talk about it next episode.
I did watch it. It's really good.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's really good.
We can all talk about it. Wait, we need to put it in our group chat so that everyone else can watch it, and then we can all debrief together.
All right, we'll have a watching.
All right,
and viewers should go watch Obsession.
Your job is to watch Obsession so we can all talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Chemical Dragon 1383 says, Matt, the Hercules soundtrack is my favorite Disney soundtrack. I love it so much, and you can sing every song. Don't be ashamed to love it. Oh, there's no shame at all. Let me tell you. I find that sometimes the Disney movies that didn't get the most love story-wise sometimes have the best music. Like Hunchback is up there in terms of a fantastic soundtrack. Action F and Jackson with a super chat. Do you think Hassan loses viewership when he spends half the show whining about Fox News coming after him and promoting how great he is? I don't think he loses viewership for anything, really. I mean, he's really popular. I think he's fine. VMan 29397 with a super chat. $10 super chat. Have you ever been critical of an issue to the point where it draws the ire of the main lobby behind it? Because I made a post critical of Puerto Rican statehood that drew the ire of the lobby group PR 51st. I'm sure that's do I dare ask what you said? But yeah, congratulations, or I'm sorry you said that. I don't know what I don't know what to say.
If you're safe, that's pretty metal, as long as it's not, going to get you in trouble.
EasyF9186 says, now we know that Matt's band songs were hardcore covers of Disney songs. I mean, I wish. I mean, I love a good Disney punk rock or hardcore cover. That's always good. Can't complain about that for sure. Troy Mosin, I want to call out how bad Gretchen Whitmer is rolling out the red carpet for building data centers in my state. I think this is going to be an issue that people find very quickly as a losing one. AI is so universally hated that I think people are just not caught up to date with how the public feels about it, because they're drinking the Kool-Aid on how the industry is selling it. Looney Tunes 9000, Ariana, please go off on Pac-Man for being stupid on Hassan. Do you want to do that, Ariana?
I mean, I never really liked Pac-Man. I think he's a Zionist piece of shit. So.
Oh.
And I'll say this to his face too. Like I don't really. I've never been a fan. I'm sorry if you use the fact that you're Jewish as a shield to be shitty to Middle Eastern and Palestinian people, like, you can go fuck yourself. I don't care. That's where I'm at with him.
Not really. Rachel Atwood says Ariana has such gorgeous ringlets. So jealous.
I mean,
what are ringlets? That's bracelets?
I think so. I don't know. Thank you. These are actually all from Iran. Any jewelry I wear is all straight from Iran. Every time my mom or dad, when my dad used to go back, he would get me something, and then when my mom would go back, she would get me something. So it's been an accumulation of my people's gold. I appreciate it.
That's very nice.
Oh, my hair ringlets. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, this is genetic. Thank you. I don't know what you're referring to, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
Kowalski's got two back-to-back here. Let me read them both. Everyone here has been talking about the Odyssey films, and I like Greek mythology, but I just want to mention my favorite Persian-based mythology film. Next super chat. The 2010 classic Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, starring Jake Gyllenhaal. That film wasn't accused of being well snapcast Iranians.
What?
I think Kowalski purposely made that as two different super chats. So Dave that added weight. Yeah, that was good, Kowalski.
When I was a kid, really, my father was so excited because he just saw the title. And he took us into the theater, and we sat down, and like the first 10 minutes, my dad was like, "Oh no!" My dad picked us up, and he was like, "We're leaving." My dad was like, "Absolutely not." Yes, a white man that is spray tanned to look like a fucking the talking orange on YouTube. Yes, that was.
I got to tell you, I literally thought you were gonna say. My dad was so excited when he heard about that movie, because he was such a big Jake Gyllenhaal fan.
What? No, no. My dad was a Clint Eastwood. My dad was an old Clint Eastwood fan, like when Clint Eastwood made those, like The Good, Bad, and Ugly and stuff, like his classics.
Right. Yep. The talking to Obama in the empty chair. No, I'm just.
No, you know the annoying orange off of YouTube? Like, that's literally what the guy in Prince of Persia looked like. Like, he was so orange. He was so orange. And my father was so offended. And you know what? Rightfully so, King. I didn't get along with my dad that much, but that I'm with him on that one. That was offensive, honestly. Kowalski, you know what? Maybe you could come back and wear a wife beater and I'll forgive you. I'm just kidding.
Rimuru Tempest, a slime dragon. Wow, that's a mouthful. As a truck driver, I can attest to the Taylor Farms having a monopoly on a lot of their products, from a lot of leafy green vegetables to carrots. I think you'll find, I don't know, you know better than me, but I think you'll find that there's a lot of like random like products that you don't realize the entire industry is literally like one or maybe two at most companies.
Well, yes.
Like there are many monopolies that people don't even think of, and it's usually for products that you barely think of because they're just so like ingrained in like just part of everyday life. Like, you know, you don't think of your brand of lettuce in the same way you think of maybe like what tech product you want, like which phone you're going to get. Is you going to get Samsung or Apple? You know, it's not the same. People don't think about that stuff, and they don't realize. V-Man says, "Here's the dark secret that the leaders of Puerto Rico state movement. It's built on a lie. The first statehood governor of Puerto Rico, Louis A. Ferre, won the 1968 election due to a fractured opposition." I don't know enough. V-Man. I'm assuming you are, based on your avatar. I'm assuming you might, and your knowledge of the situation, you might be Puerto Rican.
V-Man is Puerto Rican and loves Puerto Rico. That's like his whole thing.
Oh, I didn't know, but I was my guess, and I guess I was right. Old man in Philly says, "Thanks, pic sent."
He says he sent me pictures of his wedding, but I can't find it. I don't know where'd
you send them?
I don't know. My Instagram is a mess, so I hopefully not my Instagram, because if it was Instagram, it's been lost.
I hope he sends it to the right person. Otherwise, some stranger's about to get some nice pics of a stranger's wedding from old man in Philly.
Only the best mustache in the world.
V-Man continues here. So he was elected despite statehood being super unpopular with just 39% support. So we had to find a way to sell statehood to the public.
Wow. So Puerto Rico, basically, our colonialism has reached.
Well, hold on. V-Man's got more here. Jeez. So he and his staff created.
I'll read him. I love V-Man's Puerto Rico stuff.
All right, go ahead. You read it.
So he had his staff create Jabaro State, named after traditional Puerto Rican farmer. To sum it up, Puerto Rico would be the U.S. version of Quebec with full cultural autonomy. Wait, that sounds kind of cool. That's a good thing, right? I think. I hope that's a good thing. I'd assume, right, Lance?
I'm sorry, I've not been listening. I'm reading an email.
It says there, though, Quebec, U.S. version of Quebec. She's going to you because you're Canadian. What's your take
on Quebec? Jim Quebec.
Read the super chat on the screen, lads.
You know what, chat? We're just gonna assume this is bad, and we're gonna keep it pushing unless V-Man has a clarification. Because
Well, V-Man's got another one. Hold on, V-Man's got another super chat.
The U.S. version of Quebec with full cultural appropriation. So, you know, are you talking about Quebec prior to a liberation movement, or because Quebec is just it's a province of Canada? They have had separation votes, but they haven't effectively pushed it past the amount they need to separate entirely from the country. And at this point, I don't think there's enough energy, or they want it. But yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
There's another one for you to read, Ariana.
V-Man, we love your love for Puerto Rico, and keeping it keeping its international sports representation. I don't need to explain the difference between U.S. and Canadian Constitution or IOC rules, which makes that impossible. Interesting. I did not know that. Thank you so much for educating us.
All right. Let's see. Chemical Dragon, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Not really. Rachel Atwood says, I'll donate to folks' bail via VBB. Oh, about the purge. Not really. Rachel Atwood says with another super chat. Every Massachusetts rep voted for Massey's amendment, but I only trust Jim and Ayanna. The rest are afraid of primaries. Massachusetts voters are done with AIPAC and company. Good. The breaker of walls with a super chat, because Elon seeing her as his property and taking care of her like cattle makes him not racist. Don't forget Piyush Bobby Jindal. N for a new cam, LOL. I don't know what, but Bobby Jindal, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Punished Arms Dealer with a super chat. I'm not a PhD sociology, but I've done 3 college courses on sociology, and I am from that subcontinent. I could tell you a lot about India.
I would really love that because a bitch is confused.
Firefox 1234 eyes with a super chat. Wealthy Indian Americans are overwhelmingly Republicans. I mean, can't you say that about wealthy Americans in general? No? My personal anecdote, most don't like Muslims, and yes, the Indian government has been right-wing for a while. That is very true. There is the very, very Islamophobic with a lot of like Hindu nationalists, right? But I mean, it's not like Muslims are lock and step on the left, right? I mean,
only 10% of India is Muslim too, so I don't know why the fuck they're tripping either way.
Yeah.
But it's like, it goes into the whole caste system bullshit.
Lizzie Bennett with a super chat. To respond to your question about Indian women, perhaps it's the proximity to whiteness that gives them a false sense of security and prominence, in my opinion, as a white woman.
I honestly think that's a part of it for sure. I also think like dating these Republican men, like these fascist Republican men, kind of makes you closer to being perceived as white. I don't know. What the fuck do I know? I can't relate. I'm not a bird like that, so.
Narrator with a super chat. Even Tallarico called out her supporters for their racist attacks on Crockett, telling them to keep her name out of their mouths. I mean, what's he supposed to do? What's he supposed to do? What's he supposed to do, narrator? He's being, he's at these events. He needs to shore up the votes. They're asking for him to do something that's very simple for him to just, say and do. It's not, of course he's going to do that, regardless of whatever you think about the issue. Jeremy Elwood with a super chat. NPR did an interview with Abdul tonight. When they interviewed Haley, it was rah-rah. With Abdul, it was how you going to pay for it. NPR is corporate media. Ryan Chan with a super chat. Anyone see the Crystal Ball versus Adam Smith debate? Adam Smith sucks and needs to be primaried. I did not see that. Did you see that, Lance or Ariana?
Nope. You guys are way more plugged into this stuff than I am, I fear.
I mean, you all know my take on a take, but I said where I just don't watch too much YouTube, which I got in trouble for saying. Narrator of the super chat. I don't particularly like Crockett as a politician. I will call out misogynoir though. LR, what's LR?
Ooh.
LR and MR. Oh, Left Reckoning and majority report audience think Crockett didn't endorse Tallarico. Did she not? I thought she didn't endorse him.
Honestly, I'm kind of... I have mixed feelings about Jasmine Crockett, but at this current point in time, I'm sorry, I have too much shit to deal with to be thinking about Jasmine Crockett.
Narrator of the super chat again. They think that because the LR and MR have found every excuse to attack for the last 7 months, they refuse to interrogate the white supremacy that narrates their worldview. I think narrator's fucking with us a little bit. Jeremy Elwood with a super chat. I've been to black barbecues. I'll eat N burger in a heartbeat. You know that cow going to be stacked with more sides than stomach allows, and nothing but love. I don't know where this super chat's going. I just wish I wasn't the one who read it. Thank you, Jeremy Elwood. V-Man with a super chat. John Oliver did a bit on the Thai Hitler issue. It's a lack of Thai history teaching about the Second World War. Watch the bit. It's funny AF. I mean, did Thailand have any role in World War II? I don't think so, right? I don't want to get in trouble now and find out that there was some like sort of like Thai group that was part of a very important battle or something. But as far as my knowledge, I don't think they were involved. So that could explain it. Someone got a new member from someone's YouTube channel. Got FTW all day as a new member.
We were struggling without Mike.
Shit. I mean, I could look up, but do I really want to waste time and see which YouTube channel they joined? It's easier just to do what I did.
Right.
Shit. Not you again with a super chat. Where's Mike? Explosive diarrhea. Yeah, that's actually, we didn't want to tell you guys, but that's why Mike, David, and Rebecca aren't here today.
No. They
ate the Taylor Farms lettuce, okay? And
this is fake news.
Yeah, that's just what happens.
America, we got fucking diarrhea lettuce and toxic air. And apparently tornadoes in Central Park that completely ruined my vacation. So
why don't you read this one, Ariana?
Leftist Mafia stream idea, cats and dogs only stream. Those without just stream photos of shirtless Kowalski. That's crazy. First, damn, that's wow.
You could see the thought bubbles, and
wait
you literally see the thought bubbles.
Kowalski, first of all, that's my job. I'm just kidding. Honestly, I would be down to have Kowalski in a tractor. It was kind of entertaining. It was like ASMR. Like,
it was nice.
Yeah, it was nice. I liked it. But Kowalski does not consent to this idea, so I fear it's not happening.
That's fair.
Very fair.
Looney Tunes 9000. Wasn't Walt Disney a Nazi too? I believe he had some.
I mean, if you watch Pocahontas, yes, you would come to that conclusion.
Well, he was way dead after by the time Pocahontas came out.
The remnants of his ideology was reaping in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I would say any company you like. I don't mean like you like the company, but like any company that makes the products you like, there's most likely a horrible person at the head of it. What could you do about it? Mr. Braindead at 12 with a super chat. Not a Disney adult, just a couple of fond memories. Oh, Disney, some good times. Celeste with a super chat. The Little Mermaid is the best Disney movie. It is a classic. It is a classic. It was the first movie I sat through as a child in the movie theater. I believe I was 3 years old when it came out. Just to give you guys an idea of how old. I'm talking about the original, not the live action one. I wasn't 3 when the live action one came out. That was just a few years ago. Jordan Chobson with a super chat. I was referring to the first victim story. You can simultaneously be a Kavanaugh defender and still be a victim. Yes, absolutely, you can. Checkmate with a super chat. What do y'all think is the future of the American and Western left more broadly post-Trump?
I'm hoping. I think John Ossoff is preparing himself to run. So is Ro Khanna. I mean, my pipe dream would be someone who doesn't suck Israel's dick every second of the day, but like that's a pipe dream. I just really hope we don't do the whole establishment horse shit where we make everybody drop out except for the one piece of shit centrist and basically force gobble him onto everyone the way they did Biden, and then just have a piece of shit like Trump just take over in 4 years again, because that's exactly what happened. So I just hope they just let the most popular candidate win the primary and let us have a decent person. But knowing establishment Democrats, they're probably going to force feed us either Kamala Harris or Cory Booker, and then we're going to have to be stuck with it. So I don't know. I hope they learn from their lessons, but we'll see.
Shit, not you again with a super chat. If y'all were the Avengers, who would y'all be? Why don't you go ahead, Lance and Ariana?
I don't know Avengers like that.
I would be Hawkeye because I would like to be retired.
That's crazy. Now.
I would like to live in the middle of nowhere with my kids and never do anything again. That would be the perfect. I want to be Hawkeye. But what about you, Lance?
I'll go with Wolverine. I know he's not part of the core team, but I don't like the core team if I'm being frank. So I'll be on team 2. And I can get gruff.
Marcus Stan 9217, member for 30 months, super chat. Do you guys think that DC and Puerto Rico should be a state? I think DC should 100% be a state, and yes. I think Puerto Rico should be up to the people who live there.
Yeah,
I would welcome them being a state for sure, but I think they should have a because of the history there. I think they should have they should decide.
Yeah, I agree. I think the people who live in Puerto Rico should decide what should happen to them through democratic decisions.
Yes. The Blue Witch 2024, the super chat. Just a super sticker. Thank you, Blue Witch. Firefox 1234 eyes. Elijah Manley, running for Florida 20, made a fake post of Netanyahu endorsing Haley Stevens after she made a fake post about El Sayed. Things are getting spicy. Django Fett said, nah, Matt is Ant-Man. I'm a big Paul Rudd guy, so if you're calling me Paul Rudd, I'll take it, buddy, 100%. He's ageless.
For now.
Matt Saul 3211 with a super chat. Destiny, along with the Wick TV and new liberal streamers, Not So Erudite, are calling on the liberal media and organizers to combat leftist entryism. Can we take the gloves off? They simply hate us. What is leftist?
What the fuck is leftist entryism? Bro, this is what fucking pisses me off about Twitch streamers, dog. They will just come up with words and then they will think they're so much smarter than everyone because they use these words that quite literally nobody fucking understands. Which, by the way, the first thing you learn in journalism school is, hey, talk to everybody like they're in 8th grade so everyone can understand you.
Well, they're not journalists, these guys. A lot of these streamers
I understand. They're idiots with a mic, especially Destiny. But my thing is, like, first of all, I don't know what the fuck leftist entryism is, first and foremost. As a person who has a real journalism degree, I've never heard of that with a political science minor. But also, I thought we left Destiny behind when he recorded a bunch of girls doing weird sexual shit. I don't want to hear that motherfucker's name ever again.
Aren't there allegations against him?
Yes, multitudes. He would invite girls over to his house, allegedly, and record their voices and the sexual things that they would reportedly do. And And when they found out about it and they confronted him, he basically tried to give them hush money. Very Trumpy of him, allegedly. So, yeah, no, we don't give a fuck about his opinion. We just don't. We're leaving him in the trash bag. Him and all of his stupid orbiters. Fuck that guy. No. Don't piss me off, chat. Don't piss me off. Honestly, don't piss me off. Fuck Destiny and all his friends. Fuck them all.
Oh, here we go. Now we're really getting into it here, Ariana. That Destiny super chat was just scratching the surface. Here we go. John Jeffrey 741 says, wondering what Ariana thinks of Zendaya's earrings.
Yeah, so in case you guys didn't know, Zendaya wore very ancient Iranian earrings from 3,000 years ago at some sort of a celebrity event.
For real? Like legitimately? Those are 3,000?
Yes. Stolen artifacts. Now, I'm not saying Zendaya stole them. Someone stole them. It went through multiple hands of people buying and selling and whatever landed with Zendaya. Now, let me just say this. I like Zendaya as a person. I think more than likely it was her stylist that had her wear these earrings. Nevertheless, our ancient Iranian artifacts are not your costume. So don't fucking do that shit. I'm not a fan. But with that being said, I don't have anything against Zendaya. I just really think it was not her fucking place at all. Really, the only people that should be wearing those stuff is either Iranian women or Iranian people of Iranian descent, or it should be in an Iranian museum, point blank period. Like, I don't think Zendaya had anything. She had no right. But then again, she may have not even known. It may have just been her stylist that fucked up. So I don't know.
I gotta say, when I saw a question about Zendaya's earrings, I thought it was gonna be like a fluff type question, like an entertainment question. I didn't realize
nothing's normal anymore. Nothing.
I realized there was something behind. Jeez, and I don't think I'm not saying this to say you're. I didn't know Zendaya did that or wore earrings. I don't know. Jeez.
Yeah, not a fan.
Nothing's just chill anymore. Nothing. Everyone's got to do something stupid.
Oh my god, I love Jimothy. Do you guys know about Jimothy?
There we go. I guess Jimothy is what will bring the world together.
Yeah, but I saw a sad sign. Someone like painted a sign that was like, "Why do people only care about disabled animals but never disabled humans or something like that?" And then that made me sad, and I was like,
"Can we just have a happy moment, Lance?"
I know. And then it had a really beautiful painting of Jimothy too, and then I was like, "Oh, Jimothy!" And everyone's like, "I'd do anything for Jimothy." And then anyways, sorry, don't want to take down everyone's happy Jimothy memories.
Well, Jimothy is disabled, but his disability, like, he can still live a very normal life. Like, he doesn't, like, he looks cute, but like his day-to-day life, he doesn't, like, he lives a very normal, he's like us, like, he has a congenital spine, like, issue, deformity, but it doesn't stop him from doing anything like other raccoons. So he's still disabled though, so I'm not debating that. But he still lives a nice long life.
You did just say Jimothy is like us.
I mean, raccoons are like people.
I don't know if I'll say that. I mean, there's, I guess, similarities.
I fucking love raccoons. If it was socially acceptable, I would have one as a pet.
They have a lot of.
It hurts you. Yeah,
issues.
Yeah. Watch Rebecca Watson's video on it, Ariana. She has it like, because I thought the same thing, but it's one of those things where human beings are like, if fuzzy or if like bear shaped, why not bear kind of thing, where it's like it looks really cute, but they are vicious. Like they'll scratch you up. They're not nice to people. They don't become domesticated
and they carry disease.
So here's the thing though. I think in the next like 100 years they will become domesticated. I have hope.
I don't think so.
I mean, we are. That could be a side effect of the apocalypse.
Possums, I can see that happening with, because they don't.
Possums
over raccoon friends. Possums.
No, because there are people who have possums as pets.
No, I know that's already a thing, but I'm just saying, in a weird apocalyptic future, if like all of a sudden we could choose an animal to become our friends for the first time, you choose possums over raccoons.
Oh, I'm not choosing. It's not my choice. I'm just saying in terms of like, they're similar in terms of possums and raccoons are usually like the night animals that are in neighborhoods and stuff. and one is actually safe for people to interact with, even though they look very scary. And the cute one is not safe for people to interact with because they will do bad things to you.
I'm a raccoon fan personally, so.
Oh, I think raccoons look cool, but also
they do. They're cuter.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah,
but no, I wouldn't touch them. They'll kill you. They'll kill you fast. Are you done?
No, there's a few more. We're almost done. There's 10 more. Old Grease with a super chat. Best Disney movie soundtrack, and why is it Tarzan? Why? Because of Phil Collins? No way. Tarzan's not the best Disney soundtrack. I do gotta say, whatever you think of Lin-Manuel Miranda and Hamilton, the dude hit it out of the friggin' ballpark with the Encanto soundtrack. Oh my God, every one of those songs, fantastic. Wait, no, not Encanto. That's not him. Moana. That's what I meant to say. Moana. Because I was going to say the Encanto soundtrack's really good. But did he also do the Encanto soundtrack? I think he did, right?
I don't know.
Yes, he did. He wrote both of them, Moana and Encanto. So dude's got talent for writing Disney songs. V-Man with a super chat. Let me clarify. Canada's constitution allows Quebec exemptions and rules to preserve its French-Canadian identity. Those exemptions don't exist in the U.S. Constitution.
Oh, no, I was trying to say. Oh, yeah. So my opinion on that would be very clear. I don't like how the Quebec sovereignty movement tries to supersede the treaties with Indigenous people that have originally been signed. I think their rights should supersede any Quebec separation movement, and that has to be done in conjunction with them. If they can cross-collaborate with First Nations and Indigenous bands and sign a new agreement for a new Quebec, that's fine. But I'd say the same thing for any province. Same thing with like the Alberta separation movement. Like you're all on stolen land, every single one of you.
Agreed.
Someone said I could see Matt as a raccoon. I do have raccoon-esque qualities, yes, for sure. I take that as a badge of honor. Hey, my Fortnite character is literally this raccoon character who wears a garbage can lid as a hat, and he has a mohawk. So there is definitely a similarity there. Toy Box Brie with a super chat. Guys, I'm very busy. Please stop causing a ruckus. Thank you. No, this has no point. Keep up the good work. Kowalski. Pac-Man stated he was against BDS because he likes cheese from Israel. Israel agriculture is wasteful and carbon heavy, and they steal Palestinian water.
No, that's a very Pac-Man thing to say. Aside from his atrocious hair, he also has many atrocious takes.
That's why the correct opinion is to just not like cheese at all, like me. Cheese
what?
is just not
okay, you know what? I'm not gonna stay here all night. That's a whack take, though.
Ariana, let me put a little thought experiment up on the board here for you.
Bro,
you say you love cheese, right? You love chease, right? Okay.
Everyone loves
cheese. Different cheeses. So like,
what if the last cheese on earth? What if the last cheese on earth was Pac-Man's favorite Israeli cheese? What would you do? Would you continue to eat cheese,
or is he dead?
There's no relevancy. That bears no relevancy to my question at all.
It's your question like it's the last piece of food, the last article that you could possibly get before dying. Would you eat the cheese, or would you?
I wasn't even making it that difficult. No. Just the last cheese on earth was the Israeli cheese that Pac-Man's referring to. Would you eat the Israeli cheese?
Some berries, like
I would do what a man's supposed to and make my own cheese. That's right.
That's even more gross. That's crazy. Lance's cheese is not something I would eat.
I can't believe Lance just said I'm sorry, he would make his own cheese.
I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy. I hear.
I can't tell if he knew the alternative connotation to that.
Look, he said it was the last one on Earth. That it's a tough time. You know, we have a few options. I'd say I would do that before choosing the Israeli cheese. All right.
Someone say I would find a goat.
Yes. None of you are willing to do the work. I'm the only one.
Someone say I would find a goat and make my own. Let me pose.
From milking another animal, not.
Oh, okay. All right. But let me pose you a question to the person. To the person who said they would find their own goat and make their own cheese. Let me pose you this question: what if the goat was Israeli?
I'm trying to go to sleep, bro. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Fart brain with a super chat. When kids say 6-7, it's not brain rot. Instead, they're referring to the Senate votes needed to override a president's veto. Give the kids more credit. Imagine. Toy Box Brie with a super chat. Make poop soup again, says Taylor Farms.
That's crazy.
Old man in Philly. Nevada and South Carolina are vying to be the first Dem primary. Nothing says Dem stronghold like Nevada and South Carolina. Well, Nevada has been Democrat for a couple of cycles now. I would not be totally against Nevada, especially being that it is certainly more diverse than Iowa or New Hampshire. Looney Tunes 9000. Next call-in show, I'll probably bring in my drunk AJ voice. Ooh, sounds good. Cy Abelman. Hey, Ariana, here's some gas money for that victory lap. That was some well-deserved smoke.
Thank you. I don't know what you're referring to, but
I don't know either, actually. Kowalski. Puerto Rico should vote on independence or statehood. Regardless of the outcome, the Fed takes the island's debt. Dual citizenship to all Puerto Ricans. Yeah. Matt Soul 3211. College Dem convention inviting Hassan and kicking Destiny out as an example of so-called leftist entryism. We need to take back our liberal spaces. Ooh, that happened, right? Oh man, that's got to piss Destiny off for sure. I mean, he's the dude who goes around trying to be the what all those conservatives do on college campuses. He's trying to be the liberal version of that.
I mean, he kind of went into his downfall era when he did all the weird recording women in his house while they do
absolutely
shit, allegedly. So,
absolutely.
I've been joyfully watching his downfall. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am Destiny's #1 hater, and I always will be. And I hold that very pridefully.
I'm here for it.
I appreciate it. Something I take a lot of pride in.
You should, honestly.
Number one, before the allegations too. Just saying.
Thank you, Room McQuire, for rating my Twitch stream. Let's see. Tokyo Hans gifted 5 memberships to Ariana on her YouTube channel. Kowalski says, so Matt, as an Avenger, is Rocket. Oh, I would take that too. Rocket's pretty great. Bradley Cooper is pretty well loved, right? Isn't he?
Rocket's a cool guy.
Jordan Chopson says, I live in Louisiana. Raccoons can be domesticated. I wouldn't put it. Yeah, I'm sure every animal you could find, a few individual ones that can certainly be domesticated. I don't know if as a species, like as a animal type, you're going to get raccoons as a whole being domesticated. Who knows, though? Who knows? What do I know? I don't know shit. Tokyo Han, sorry, everyone. I just blanked out for the last 10 minutes thinking about cheese. What were we talking about?
We were talking about Matt Binder's love for David Pakman and his Israeli cheese.
Yeah. Oh, weird. Twitch just gave me this pop. Have you seen this? Twitch has a new feature that says Twitch clip that. By using auto clips, clips are automatically made by using your stream audio to clip great moments. You can also just say Twitch clip that during stream. Have you seen that? I
assume it's probably AI stuff.
Well, yeah.
Stuff.
I I don't mind AI for things like that. For something like simple, automated, you're not taking anyone's job because no one's clipping the show midstream like this. You know, you want a quick moment and you just say, Twitch, clip that. That seems pretty cool. I'm not against that. We got one more super chat jumping in. Checkmate with a bunch of hearts. Remember, for 18 months. Thank you so much. And folks, that's that. That's all the super chats. We went.
Well, I got to start now. I haven't done any of mine.
Oh, you didn't? So, right. I forgot yours aren't here, right? Because you do. Go ahead.
But if you guys need to leave for whatever reason, I can run through them super fast. Don't feel like I have to keep.
Never.
Cartoon 49, thank you for the $2. Thoughts on folk like Elon making the AI Odyssey film? We talked about that already. You got our opinions. Slop, trash, slop and or trash.
I think we should give them our opinions all over again, Lance. Let's do it from the beginning. Let's start.
The whole discussion on the Odyssey. Looney Tunes 9000, thank you for the $4.99. Well, you, Matt Binder, have successfully kicked everyone else off of the Leftist Mafia, or should I say, they got fired. Or as Matt said, apparently they got sick. Jeremy Sheila's, thank you very much for the $5. I'm Canadian, turning 30 on Saturday. In a world of doom and gloom, can you give me a short monologue on how to view the world positively? Very big congrats on making it this far. The best thing that I could possibly say to you is that you outlived Charlie Kirk. And that's a beautiful thing.
How old did they say they were again?
30.
Oh, congratulations! A big one. It's a big one.
Yeah, fantastic.
Wait, don't worry. You still got 10 more good years.
That's true. Jesus.
As someone who literally 1 month from today, I will be 40. So
there you have it.
It's gonna hit me hard. I think I'm gonna 100% have a midlife crisis. But let's go ahead.
Jesus 4316. Thank you for the $10. What up, my non-African Americans? How are y'all? Any of y'all play Paradox games, EU5 or Victoria 3, i.e. games where the map changes to a different color? I play Stellaris and CK3. I personally do not. I don't know if either of y'all do. I have not been very big into any of those titles. That's a double no. Ariana, I don't know if you play video games, and Matt, I know you don't, right? Like besides Fortnite with your kids.
It depends. I play. It depends what game. I don't play any of the big like single player games. That's for sure.
Yeah. Old Grease, thank you for the $5. Practice makes perfect, and nothing's perfect, but perfection is a direction. Nibble it in little bits. Use your head and heart, and both wolves. Also, Old Grease, thank you for the other $5. You will know when you're calm. A peace passive. A Jedi uses the force of knowledge and defense, never attacks. So says Yoda. Looney Tunes 9000. Thank you for the $5. Say this in a Jordan B. Peterson voice. Where in the bloody hell must Lance of the Serfs spring up Elliot Page? Oh God, fuck you, Elliot Page. There you go. Give you a who's I'm sure he's okay. I don't know what happened to that guy. I think he's got demons.
He's just disappeared off the face of the planet, didn't he?
He's gone. I don't know what happened. Donna Monroe 2090. Thank you for the $2. Alberta separatism hijinks, please. Yeah, fuck them. I mean, my thoughts on both separation movements quite clear. Perry Fire Neb. We read that one. Old Grease. Thank you for the other $2. Is the fucked worsens, the fuck that rises as well. The Bay photo. Thank you for the $2. Kyle is about as chud as a leftist can get. Lamau. The Breaker of Walls 9036. Anna K doesn't flip out if Brooks is still around. He would be having a field day with the Uno reverse blockade. LOL. Is that a reference to the Strait of Hormuz Uno reverse blockade that Trump's trying to pull? Because if so, that's also pretty ridiculous that Trump's trying to claim credit for that. Old Grease, thank you for the $2. Hercules is your favorite movie's favorite movie. Sir Gerald, thank you for the $5. Hercules passes the safe for conservatives test because it has James Woods in it. Yeah, James Woods plays the devil, doesn't he?
Hades.
There you have it. And you could correct me. Jal Hawkins with the Australian $2.99 super chat to never discuss Plattner again. Agreed. Kowalski. Everyone's blaming Taco Bell. Oh, we talked about that. Yeah, don't blame Taco Bell. Apparently they were down or not down with the poo lettuce. Unknown, thank you for the £10. The Ipso poll found 33% of the UK public, not specific to a by-election area, would rather have Count Binface win compared to 21% that want Nigel Farage to win. It's a possibility that Binface wins. I'm, as you know, endorsing and rooting for Binface. I'm pretty sure the rest of the Leftist Mafia does as well. I can't speak for everyone, but yeah, their silence means they endorse it. They love Binface. So Ren S, thank you for the $5. Did you know the Proud Boys have a theme song? It's the song from Who's Your Boy from Aladdin that got cut from the movie. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Narrator 6896 with the $10. Thank you so much. Have any of you watched FD Signifier's White Fatigue video? I have. It was excellent. Every white leftist really should watch it thrice. I will watch it 2 more times. I've watched
what video?
FD Signifier's White Fatigue video, and I would also really recommend FD Signifier's new video on Candace Owens. It's not at all about Candace Owens. It's actually about anti-Semitism, Jewish supremacy, white supremacy. It goes into a lot of really great stuff, and it's framed as a Candace Owens video to get people to click on it. And once you get into it, it gets into some pretty good topics. Really well made.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I would recommend it. Centers Palestinian voices, voices of people from Lebanon. It's really good. Kesley Soloway, thank you for the $5. Favorite member of the Wu-Tang Clan? Probably RZA for beats, Ghostface for rhymes, maybe Raekwon for underrated, Inspected Deck for underrated production. Not a lot of people know that Inspected Deck makes the music too. Don't know if y'all have any. No. Blue Witch, thank you for the $2. Thank you for the Vancouver vibes from Seattle. Evan from Portland, thank you so much for being a member. My friend Jamie Evanstar is running for Portland City Council. If elected, we could have a majority socialist progressive city council. That is incredible. Congratulations. I hope you guys get that. Narrator, with the $5. Crockett endorsed Tellerico the other day. At the same day she conceded. Tellerico calls out the racism and you ignore it just as people pleasing. Gross. I don't know if that's in reference to something y'all were talking about.
I think we read through some of these.
Okay.
I think.
No, these are yours only. No.
These are mine, but
talking about.
I'm assuming that's. Is that a reference? Were you guys talking about Crockett? Because I haven't talked about Crockett today. I don't think.
Yeah, it is. It is. To be honest, yeah, it is.
Narrator with the other dono, thank you so much. I would love not to talk about Crockett, but if these white leftists are going to continue their hate campaign, I'm going to call it out.
Is Narrator copy pasting shit he sent like 3 weeks ago? Because it's the same.
Narrator's being sarcastic, I believe. That's what I'm getting out of this.
Fair enough. Cy Abelman, thank you for the $5. Lance, that LA video with you and Mike was excellent. In hindsight, it's hard to believe anyone backed that creep. Yeah, Platter sucks. Narrator, thank you for the other $2. Since I know y'all won't call each other in. Jacqueline Litch, $7.50. Thank you for the $6.99. I didn't think the Crockett issue was about being black and the black vote. I thought it was about AIPAC and Zionism, and maybe that is the issue. World of... By the way, you guys, if you want to step in, you can say anything you want. World of Atlantica, thank you for the $4.99. Hey, it's me, Pete H. Can I borrow $20 or are y'all a bunch of terrorists? Narrator with the other $5. Crockett and Tellerico renounced AIPAC and are both Zionists. It proves the skew in coverage. People don't know that. They both took money before this primary. Donna Munro, 2090. Thank you for the $5. I didn't hear your answer. What about Alberta separatism? Fuck the Alberta separatists. They're mostly just white supremacists who don't understand that they can leave. They're free to leave, just like a lot of the First Nations bands have said, but they just can't take the country with them. So if they want to leave, go. Hopefully somewhere else will house them. Prairie Fire Neb, thank you for the $4.99. My reputation is a little too good right now. In defense, Destiny. The rest of the message has been redacted. Prairie Fire Neb, Jordan P. McConnell are at a farm upstate. And finally, the Bay photo, thank you for the $4.99. Mitch McConnell just had a 20-minute phone call with Jordan Peterson, said he's doing great and is totally not dead. Thank you to Omega Star for resubscribing. HH Ginster-Bush. Ariana, do you want to go?
Oh, we got one more up on the super chats. Otaku Dragon 42, late comment, but before I forget, sadly the Odyssey was filmed in apartheid West Sahara, so I'm boycotting it. Well, that's certainly the first good reason I've heard to boycott it.
Narrator, thank you for the $50. I'm so done. I call out racism against the black woman. You call me as sarcastic or joking. Unfortunately, I'm done trying. I love y'all, but it's so sad. Watch the white fatigue video. Interrogate the way white supremacy narrates your worldview.
No, I can't tell what narrator. I can never tell if narrator, because narrator's usually being sarcastic. That's always my.
Very clearly saying that he's not being sarcastic.
I mean, honestly,
here, obviously now, but usually narrator's being.
This is honestly, narrator keeps talking about Jasmine Crockett, and it's like, until you don't admit all the problems that Jasmine Crockett had, aside from misogynoir and her being a black woman, I'm not going to take you seriously. I'm going to be so honest with you, because we can have that conversation, but Jasmine Crockett, across her campaign, she had a lot of fucking issues, and she's honestly a Zionist. So like, are we just going to ignore that, or are you just going to keep sending super chats and giving an attitude? I'm confused.
Well, you can keep sending super chats. I want to make that clear. Please don't.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but it's like every single this is not the first time he's gone on rants about Jasmine Crockett, and it's like, are you going to admit Jasmine Crockett's fault, or are we just going to keep saying it's misogynoir and her being a black woman? Because yes, of course, a part of it was that. No one's denying that. But if you're not going to admit that she also had some huge flaws in her campaign, then I'm not going to take you seriously. So what is it?
I mean, it's not like Tallarico was like the leftist candidate. Another race I've just
either.
Yeah, like everyone was basically just like, whoever the two of them wins, that's who wins. Like the primary fight between two of them was strictly, in my opinion, just a local Texas thing. Honestly, I didn't see anyone outside, like in the influencer world, or like the online space, the leftist online space, or I didn't see anyone really get involved with that one. It was basically just like, Tallarico's going to win because it became clear he's the better candidate for that race, probably for the general election race, probably in Texas, whether you like it or not. That's just the facts. That's how Texans voted. And Crockett should do the right thing and endorse him. But instead, she's going, she's tearing everything down from what I've seen in terms of trying to cause issues and make it harder for Tallarico to win, which is not ideal. Again, if there was a policy issue for this and Crockett and her supporters were trying to get concessions out of Tallarico for policy, I would completely be on. If I wasn't on board with what they wanted, I would still understand the tactic. But that's not what's going on. It's just like Jasmine Crockett just like completely making it all about herself.
No, I get it. I really do. But it's like, narrator has had this rant with us about Jasmine Crockett over the course of multiple weeks. Now narrator is saying that we're not taking him seriously and we're not taking misogynoir and anti-blackness seriously. But it's like, I'm not going to take you seriously if you want to have a conversation with me about a woman who is a Zionist, who aligns herself with Zionism, and who continuously endorses Zionist-aligned candidates. So it's like, you can keep spewing all the shit you want, narrator, but like, you're starting to piss me the fuck off, because it's like, you are completely negating the fact that she was not a good fucking candidate. Like, what are we doing here? No one. Okay, now narrator is saying no one but Ariana admits misogynoir. You know what? Can we just end? I'm done. Narrator, you're pissing me the fuck off. Like, you're getting on my fucking nerves, bro. It's like, what is your affinity with Jasmine Crockett? Like go DM her. I'm sure she'll answer you. I just like, I don't understand. Like, you're just like going. Nobody on Leftist Mafia has not admitted that Jasmine Crockett has not gone through misogynoir and anti-blackness. For sure. No one is saying that's not true. But you're bitching and moaning about a woman who sucked as a candidate. Like, what else do you want from us? I don't understand. No, like, you're actually gonna make me crash out, bro.
I liked her as a flamethrower in Congress when she was going after Republicans. But like, clearly, like, as this race showed, she wasn't anything beyond that in terms of like the positives for her being a candidate. It's just what it is. I would have supported her if she won, but she didn't. The fact of the matter is, Ken Paxton has to lose. Ken Paxton has to lose. And if she doesn't want to get on board that, she doesn't, that's her right. But I mean, she's going to get
all right.
criticized about it. I mean,
You know what? It's about to be midnight, and I'm not gonna let narrator troll us more. So
there's 2 more super chats just came in. We'll read those, and then that's it. A Right with a super chat. Having legitimate policy disagreements with politicians who happen to be black is offensive. Don't you know that? I mean, there's a lot of identity politics is politics. It's part of politics, but there is without a doubt, and it usually comes from moderates and centrist Democrats. There's a weaponization of identity that is truly disgusting at times. It just is. And you see that. You've seen that for years now. It's nothing new. Dustin316 with a super chat. Remind me to tell you about Hank the raccoon that used to sneak into my house at night. You had a raccoon that snuck into your house? That would not be fine with me.
I love that. I would literally be the happiest girl alive if a raccoon snuck in.
Y'all want to raid Actual Jake or Frogan? So we're
I am not live streaming, so you guys can go off.
Alrighty, love y'all. See you next week.
Hold on, I gotta. Who you rating, Alan? So I can do the same.
Actual Jake.
All right, it's not, whichever. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna rate Actual Jake as well.
Thanks for donuts, everybody.
Pressing that start raid button. All right, Lance, Ariana, this ended up being a really good episode.
Oh my God, I'm so happy you guys thought so. Sorry I came in so late.
No, it was fantastic. I'm so glad you joined us.
New energy in life. I was burning out, and then I started laughing, so that was fun.
Okay.
Absolutely. For good or bad, we might have been out of here an hour earlier if you didn't join us.
Well, I'm glad I came.
I'm glad you did too, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, folks. I'm guessing Mike will be back next week, maybe.
Yes,
I'm guessing Rebecca will join us, and I'm guessing that maybe David Doel will. But other than that, take care and have a great night.
I will not be here because my trip to San Diego got it went into next week because of my canceled flight. So, but you guys have a lot of fun.
Will do. Take care, Ariana.
Bye. Bye, chat.
Bye.
Bye.